feels like that red thunderstorm that we get in LA. But it's like that every time we get together. Smoke. I remember being 16 with a dream. Life wasn't everything, but I was gonna make it everything. I was gonna make it on the team. I was gonna make a lean back. Shit, I exceeded that and I never needed crack. I was too busy getting straight A's, watching the A's as the sunset on the bay. Ay, I was out in left field making plays while still being on base. Private conversations, clean plate. And I only run home for a drink or to smoke the stank or just to feel the safe and cashing checks at the bank. Now, I don't think for a second direct deposit such a blessing, and I praise God always, not just on the weekends. Yeah, that's the type of vibe that we in. Yeah, that's the type of city that we in. We done been around the world and it's still where we live. Smoke.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Welcome, man. It's your boy Stino, -1 Sky. He'll be here in a minute. One half of the Clips is still in the building, still representing for the squad. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna waste too much time. We all just watched it. We all just saw it. The Celtics beat the brakes off the Mavs. We saw the Celtics beat the brakes off the Mavs. They was beating the brakes off the Mavs since the first quarter. Mavs came out to a super slow start. The Celtics came out firing on all cylinders, moving the ball like they normally do. But I think obviously the 3-point percentage disparity, which I believe the Mavs hit 7. They went 7 for 27. I thought it was crazy. Well, not crazy, but it's just like old NBA to modern NBA. The Celtics shot 41 threes. 41 threes. The Mavs ended up taking 27. Like I said, they went 7 for 27. Celtics went 14 for 41, which is not a great 3-point percentage. But nevertheless, man, 14 for 41 will get you a blowout if the other team shoots 7 for 27. There was another huge disparity, which was 9 blocks to 1 block. A lot of those can be credited to Porzingis. I believe he ended with 4 or 5 blocks on the game. Jaylen Brown, I believe, ended with 2, and then the rest are spread out amongst the respective players. But, I mean, the defensive effort, aside from the threes, the blocks is a defensive stat, but it's not a true marker of like whether or not you guys play good defense. It's really your back line, and you can give some credit to your guards, but you can't have high pressure upfront guard play without a good back line, right? Otherwise, your guards are going to be getting blown by, and there's no one there to protect. But Porzingis was there. The defensive scheme was there. But the question is, how did we get here, right? The Mavs, or the Celtics, I should say, obviously have a better lineup than the Mavs. They post 4 general all-stars, right? With 2 active, one who can always be an all-star depending on the way he's playing, the team he's on, or his temperament or what have you. And Drew, who is an ex-all-star, obviously was a multi-time all-star. I believe he's a 4 to 6 time all-star. So shouts out to Drew. But they have a ridiculously good lineup. I also think Derek White is better than Jaylen Brown. Respectfully, we can talk about why. Their lineup is great, and it's obviously much better than the Mavs lineup, but man, did they put together a beautiful defensive scheme. And bringing out Porzingis and him just being a complete matchup nightmare for the Mavs and generally for any team. They actually ran lineups with Porzingis and Al Horford in at the same time, right? I believe they didn't do that until Gafford went out with the finger injury. I believe he was getting a block on that play, got a block, dislocated his finger, and was out for about 2 quarters, or at least a quarter and a half, in a pivotal portion of the game. And the Celtics really, really started to pull away at that point. And eventually they put out a lineup with Gafford and Porzingis in at the same time, with Porzingis kind of playing that roaming power forward role on offense and really, really roaming on defense and just letting Al kind of sit on somebody in the corner. Pause. But they had a great defensive lineup. If anybody watched Gil's Arena and saw him and McCants kind of go back and forth, which I really do shout out to McCants. And like I say, bro, if you know me from the comments, McCants, when the work is the topic, it's the McCants show. Now that's a fact. We could talk about his basketball takes or whatever. I think he take a page out of John Sally book in a lot of ways. Shouts out to John Sally too. John Sally's an absolute legend. And his voice is super powerful too. I'd love to have John Sally on the show. But if you watch that episode, they were kind of going back and forth about how the Celtics were going to defend, right? Now, there was a bit of a debate on whether they would do something different in guard-to-guard pick and rolls as they would do in that 1-5 pick and roll that they generally run. They normally don't really run a 1-4 as a main option. It obviously is going to get thrown out, right? PJ Washington is going to come and set a screen when he's in the game, as is Derek Jones if he's running that de facto 4 spot, right? Which is really just another small forward, another guy in the corner, right? They're both going to come and eventually set those screens, right? I think they're going to have to start using the Kyrie screen more often because that'll really help them if he's getting doubled or the switch is coming and they do it fast, or if they're set to switch and they're able to do some slips out of that, they can get some different offensive looks, maybe force them to double, which we'll talk about when they started doing that as well. But they're going back and forth, and Gil is saying, look, in all guard-to-guard pick and roll actions, switch everything. There's no point really from Gil's perspective in the Mavs running a guard-to-guard pick and roll because they're going to switch it, right? And essentially having Drew Holiday on you or Derek White on you, and this is mainly if you're Luka, but having Drew Holiday on you or having Derek White or Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum on you, to a certain degree, is relatively the same thing. Right? You don't really get an extreme offensive advantage, or you're not forcing the defense into a bad spot with any of those matchups. We would accept any of those matchups if you're Joe Mazzulla, right? Fine. Go one-on-one against any of my guards, any of my guards or forwards, right? The big deal is if you're able to get Luka switched out and get Porzingis out there, right? Those are the actions that we were saying, what do you do with, right? What happens when you run those? You blitz, right? The Mavs average about 67 points in terms of how advanced stats show it when you double Luka off the pick and rolls, when you just blitz him, right? So that's the idea that we're throwing around back and forth. McCants is saying that you shouldn't do that, and if that's the case, run it guard to guard, kind of what I was talking about right now. it's not, and to Gil's point, that's not what they do, right? That's not a major part of the Mavs offense. So we can talk about that as a counter to what we're doing, but their counter to that would just be their main defense, which is switching everything. They would just switch everything. As soon as the screen comes, they would already be in switching position if they're not going to double it, right? That's in general how the Celtics would play it against anybody, especially with Porzingis in the lineup. But for the first 3 quarters of the game, they kept it regular. They switched everything. They allowed Al Horford to get out there and guard. They allowed Porzingis to go out there and guard. And they ended up putting together pretty good defensive efforts, right? I don't believe Luka scored on Porzingis more than once or twice, and I don't believe he scored on Al Horford more than 2 or 3 times as well. So it really wasn't an extreme advantage. They were neutralizing the roller in Derek Lively, right, by getting him hit on the screen, just sticking the forearm out as he's gonna roll through the lane, relatively neutralizing him. They missed Gafford like hugely. And because of how well, and we talked about this in first stream, because of how well the Celtics rotate, because of how on a string they are and how well they rotate, it's going to make it really difficult to hit that skip pass or to hit that secondary option on that screen and roll, or that third option on that screen and roll if that skip isn't open to either corner and then swinging it back out, right? But the Celtics did a great job of defending all that stuff, right? They had a man in place. They had the dude in the dunker spot being guarded the whole time after the screen and roll set, right? They had everything put in place to defend Luka and to defend Kyrie. Now, Luka ended up putting up a respective game. He ended up having 30, shot about 48%, I want to say. I believe he was 12 for 26. Shot terribly from the three-point line. If I want to say he was 3 or 4 for 12. Kyrie ended up with 12 points, going 0 for 5 from 3. I mean, it was just a ridiculous line in terms of all of them. So the only players for the Mavs in double figures were Luka with 30, Kai with 12, and PJ with 14, right? Like I said, they shot 7. Luka had 4 threes. He had 4 of their threes, and they only made 7. They only had 3 players in double figures, and that's a problem. As much as Luka scores and as much as he is an offensive threat, the Mavericks are better with him as a passer. They shoot 56%. This whole playoffs, the Mavs players, the role players from the Mavs have been shooting 56% off Luka passes. Right? So that's, in my opinion, why the Celtics are deciding to play him straight up unless he starts wilding, which if you pay attention to the way they started to defend him in the fourth quarter, they just started blitzing. He got a pick and roll with it, especially with guard to guard, and they just blitzed it, right? Peyton Pritchard and Derek White blitzed him, whether he's in the middle of the floor or he was on the wing, forcing him to give the ball up and then making the ball rotate. He started to get going a little bit in that third quarter. As soon as the fourth quarter hit, blitz mode, right? We're done with that. It's going to be interesting to see how the Mavs decide to deal with that. What I think hinders them is in any other situation, you would just take Luka off the ball. If they're not gonna, if they don't want to, which would not be a bad idea, to put him on the block, right? Or have him start catching the ball at the nail. Put him on the block and let him make decisions from the block. If they double him from the block, then he's got options, and it's an easier pass to make versus that cross-court joint from high at the top of the three-point line, right? If they don't double, then he's got a great shot look, regardless of who's guarding him pretty much, right? He's got great footwork. He's got good strength, good size. So we'll see what adjustments they make. It feels like they're going to have to start getting the ball to Luka in different spots, at least for stretches throughout the game. To start to neutralize some of that shot blocking / getting into their offense faster, right? They're across the timeline with 18 seconds left and spending 6 seconds to get into an action. Like, we know it's a screen and roll. That guy should be up already. By the time you get across the timeline, that first screen should be coming. Luka should already be going downhill off the screen versus going left to right. He was doing so much east to west in that game. Now, obviously, it's game one, so like we've been saying, adjustments will be made. But it was a ton of east to west happening in that game from Luka versus more north and south, right? They have to get into their offense quicker. Now, to the Celtics' credit, offensively, in the first quarter and part of the second quarter, they just couldn't miss. I think having Porzingis back after 40 days was a huge thing, or 38, 37 days, something to that effect, right? Was a huge get. I think they needed him back so badly, right? He adds like a dynamic to their offense that makes them look ridiculously unbeatable. I shouldn't say unbeatable, but just ridiculously good, right? Do I think necessarily that KP comes out shooting that well the next game? No, but I also don't think that the Mavs will come out and play a zone. Did the zone blow anybody's mind? And they went back to that zone like 2 or 3 times. The zone was killing me. Now they went to a man with like a little bit of like a half court, like pressing just a little bit at half. Can't do that for too long with Luke on the floor, but pressing just a tiny bit at half and then getting back into like a full hardcore man to man with no zone actions and like light help. And they started playing a whole lot better. They ended up getting the ball down to 8. Now, obviously, they had to make shots. The Mavs could not hit anything in the beginning of the game. He could hit nothing in the beginning of that game. So if we look at the 3-point disparity, first of all, I think the Mavs end up taking more than 27 threes in any normal sense if they're shooting a bit better, but them going 7 for 27 is absolutely not going to get it. Now, I know some of us would look at what happened and be just like, damn, they just got blown out. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they can do. I don't know if they can contend with them, right? And I think that's what can I say? It shows what you, with respect, it shows what you know about basketball, right? If that's what you think, because there's so much that's correctable in that game, right? I think the lights were a bit too bright. I mentioned this before, but having Gafford out, which he came back to the game a bit later, it was just a bit too little, too late. He had no rhythm. The offense didn't have a ton of rhythm with him. They did a great job neutralizing the live play as well, but that's because they're playing so slow. But there's a ton of things that can be fixed or that can be changed if you take a look at the way that game was played, or if you were to watch it over after watching it stream. So if we think about starting the plays quicker, having that initial screener be 5 feet beyond the 3-point line or at the 3-point line as soon as Luka gets across, right? Not having that screener set that screen in the corner, setting it closer to the middle of the floor so that you don't cut off a side of the floor. He'll actually have that pass option to the corner. He's got to get going downhill. He's coming off a screen whether you like it or not, whether anybody cares to understand that or not. He's coming off a screen almost every single play. So if he's going to do it anyway, it might even be a second one, but the first one should be there. There should be a hit happening. Man should be contacting man, pause. As soon as the ball cross half court, it has to be some sort of backside action, even if Derrick Jones and PJ Washington just replace each other. You know what I mean? Set a baseline screen for one another. One of them set a baseline screen for the other as that screen is being set, just as a backline action. You can let Kyrie stand on one side, right? You can let Josh Green stand on the opposite wing. You can allow that. That's fine. But you can't have the play starting at 14 seconds and Luka taking his time trying to put the man in jail, and that being relatively difficult, and them sitting in the Derek Lively not rolling to the basket hard enough, and them reading it. The Celtics played an incredible defensive game, but you can't get into your offense that slowly. You can't. And everything for the Mavs can't be a one-on-one play as well. They have to be able to get some things in the flow. And PJ Washington and Derek White have to make shots. If the series is going to be competitive, which it don't have to be. This could be a blowout. I doubt it. I see adjustments being made. I see easy adjustments being made. And the home team did what the home team is supposed to do. The home team protected home court. So, I mean, what else is there to be said? Now, the Celtics had six players in double figures. Let me make sure I got this right. Jason Tatum had 22. Or excuse me, Jason Tatum had 16. Brown had 22. White had 15. KP had 20. Drew had a cool 12. And Al had 10. If that, and they all shot, if I'm not mistaken, they all shot above 50%. If that can't happen every game, right? You'd rather have Jason Tatum going off for 30 or 40 than having that and shooting it at 40, 45% than that happening, right? That, and the bench didn't even shoot that well. That type of distribution on offense can't be allowed to happen. They did exactly what the Mavs would normally do. Get contributions from it, because they absolutely need it. Get contributions from everybody. Luka passes, everybody shooting 56% off of them, and we roll from there. You make an adjustment to that, and here comes Kai. Right? That is the type of offense that the Mavs would generally run with a bit more elevated scoring because they hold the ball longer than anybody on the Celtics. Which, man, credit to Joe Mazzulla, man. All credit to Joe Mazzulla. You know what I mean? He coached a hell of a game. He outcoached Jason Kidd in this game. He coached a hell of a game, drew up a hell of a game plan. And the players all went out and executed. Game ball, in my opinion, should be split between Drew Holiday and Jaylen Brown. You can make a case for Jaylen Brown getting it just because his line was better. But what Drew was able to give defensively and effort-wise all over the floor with stuff that wasn't on the stat sheet was awesome. Was awesome. I need a much better performance out of Kai. You know what I mean? Luka had 1 assist, which I had never seen in an NBA game unless he got hurt before he was able to get more. Luka ended up with 1 assist, which is credit to what I was saying, what I described in terms of the way that they were defending him. They would have rather had Luka get 30. They would have easily rather let Luka get 30, 40 than have him distribute to his teammates at a 56% clip. Right? Which they're going to be dunks and threes. If that's what the case is. If that's the way we're playing it. Right? So, in order to change their defensive scheme, which if we can get to the predictions for game 2 or the keys to game 2, in order to get through their defensive scheme or in order to break their defensive scheme, Luka's got to play well offensively. In order for that to happen, they can't let the Celtics get so set in their defense every time, and they have to start breaking their defense down 5-6 feet before the 3-point line, right? With a head of steam, with motion, and some sort of backline action, right? They started to do this late in the third or in the mid-third. Hopefully Jason Kidd remembers this and places this in their offense. He put the ball in Kyrie's hand first, and if Luka was getting it, he was getting it from Kai, and they were running like this little this DHO action into back screen, and then Kai go back door. They didn't make that pass a ton in this game, but they had that action running. And just that having that backdoor action and them having to respect it, it was allowing Luka to get better position, get more points, and because I mean he was the one benefiting from a point standpoint or putting the buckets in. I believe Kai shot like 46%, something like that, 47, 48% maybe. He was like 6 for 13, so he was almost 50%, but he had such a tough game from three, and I don't think he made a conscious effort to try and force it this game. Although I do feel like at times they may have needed it. But the engine that really makes their car go is Luka. I heard some people saying that Kai was Batman. I think Sky was trying to make this. I wish he was in here right now so I could cook him. But I think he was in here saying that Luka is closer to Robin, and Kai is closer to Batman. Luka has the most 30-point games he's had the most 30-point playoff triple doubles in a playoff run, I believe, in history this season. So the homie bugging. The homie bugging out, y'all. This is definitely Luka's team. This doesn't mean that I don't think Kai is just as talented, if not more talented. The team itself is built for Luka and for Luka to succeed, right? I think a team built for Kai looks a bit different. I think a team built for Kai has another dominant ball handler that's good off ball and also really good defensively as well, as most small guard led teams generally need other guards or another bigger guard, just a stellar defensive player and a really, really solid athlete as well, i.e. Bron, if we even got to do that. But yeah, the Celtics very simply have to maintain what they've been doing. Their ball movement has been great. Their man movement has been great. Al Horford is playing his ass off. KP is playing his ass off, obviously, in limited minutes. He had 20 points in 21 minutes. He had 18 points in the first half. He was bugging out. Giving Derek White and Josh Green buckets. Blue pass Lively, bang out. Yeah, they have to have Gafford in order to even think about defending. In order to even think about defending KP, they have to have Gafford in the game. I don't think there's a true defensive scheme that they can put in unless they put Luka on him. I don't think he can afford to really expand that energy. But I think that's the only matchup. He actually defends him pretty well, oddly enough. Similar to like that Chris Paul defending Kevin Durant kind of situation. But the Celtics played a masterful game. They didn't shoot it incredibly well from three throughout, but they shot it well enough and got easy enough buckets throughout the game to where that was like a legit 30-piece, a legit one, like start to finish, legit 30-piece. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, you ain't here, man.
Bruh, what? I'm just outside chilling. You know what I'm saying? Trying to like get inside to talk to the homie, right?
We don't know what you're doing, dog.
Oh my god! Now I don't know what you was doing,
I told.
but I know
If the
now.
chat, yeah, you do know. The show must go on.
I know now.
Hey, I told the chat as soon as we started, as soon as we kicked off, what I say, one half of the clips, my dog gonna be here, but him not here. So I'm gonna keep it rolling until he pull up.
Yeah, all right. Well, you can go ahead and you can come let me in. You know what I'm saying? And I'll keep talking to the people. You know, and I'll start taking my victory lap. You know what I'm saying?
What victory? You ain't got no victory lap.
I kind of do. Oh, we're gonna talk about it. You know, but come let me in though. There you go. See?
All right, man. What? You outside?
Yes, that's what I keep trying to tell you.
Yo, y'all wild. Y'all wild. Hey, chat, chill for a minute while I go get
Anyway,
this.
yeah,
Get this.
man. Anyway, look,
Chill,
like I
chat.
was
Chill.
saying, like I was saying,
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
and I'm feeling vindicated. You know what I mean?
This is
Uh,
ridiculous. This is so ridiculous.
Celtics came out, looked great game one. You know, put put the put the beats on the Mavs. You dig? And everything that I said was going to be an issue for the Mavs was an issue, right? Be it Kristaps Porzingis, whose length and size um, presented plenty of problems for Dallas. Be it a Drew Holiday, whose wisdom and basketball IQ, who was visibly impacting the game on both ends. Be it Jalen Brown and Jason Tatum, who also were both switching and doing great jobs defensively on all their assignments, including Luca. You know, so it's just about time that we admit that hey, these things are going to be issues, and I think that game one was a great look at just how bad of an issue that is going to be. So, but you can go in echo situation straight. Be right back, y'all. Yeah. If they can hear me though. You know what I mean? Can I get to the yeah. Porzingis God was killing. You know what I'm saying? Putting that work in. Porzingis. Hey, matter of fact, I feel like Porzingis right now. Came in late. You know what I'm saying? But was
Chatting right now.
but was very much needed.
Yo, you chatting right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Go ahead, man. Get it off. Get it off, dog.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I'm just gonna post.
Didn't I say that Porzingis was gonna be the difference, bro?
I didn't disagree.
Right? But you didn't think it was gonna look like this, huh?
Neither did you.
I knew. What you mean? This is what I was saying.
You knew he was gonna have 18 points in the first half.
No.
You thought he was gonna have. That's what I said.
No, but I knew he was gonna have a huge game one for sure. Did I know they was gonna come like in early spurts, like in the first quarter? Him coming out there immediately, like putting the game in a chokehold.
I'm listening, P. Go ahead.
I did not see that, right? But
yeah.
what I did see was Porzingis being a problem. I saw Drew Holiday being a problem. Who he's a problem right now for them too. It's just, man, this is gonna be a tough series for Dallas, yo. Like, if they really have their work cut out for them, there are some things that they can obviously do. I think that the ball should kind of be in Kyrie's hands a little bit more. I feel that might have that kind of might have made the offense look a little bit less stagnant, because it looked really stagnant at certain times. And I think that getting Luka off of the ball might actually change things up a bit. But there's also some things that Boston could change up too. Jason Tatum didn't have like a necessarily explosive offensive game, right?
I don't think any of them. I don't think any of the Celtics are going to have any incredible offensive games unless it just happens.
Yeah.
Unless one of them is just, because it's not the way that their offense is run. It's really not. They really run like a 4-pass offense. You know what I mean? They run a 4 to 6 pass offense, like For real. Unless there's just like an extreme mismatch, they run a 4 to 6 pass offense, and they go just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's that they're gonna have distribution like this. It's gonna be distributed. They have 6 players in double figures.
No, I saw that, and it could also be like almost any of them 6 players like getting any kind of variance of whatever one of the other had.
I
right?
agree.
So it could really turn into that. That's why this series could either go. It really is a. That's why coming into this series, I was so like kind of weird about it because I truly think that it could go 7 games, it could go 6 games, Dallas could win, but I also think that Boston could get them up out of here, man. Like they are a 5th seed, bro. Like they're a 5th seed playing a number 1 seed. This game kind of looked like it. I think that with this being a lot of these players' first time being on this stage and Boston having so much experience there, like with Tatum and Brown having already played in the finals, Drew Holiday is already a champion, Al Horford has played in like, you know, almost the most games without winning a championship right under Karl Malone. Right, so they're a very experienced team. A lot of these dudes ain't got no ring. They here, and they're gonna be a tough out, man.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of them being a tough out, I definitely agree. I think it was far more evenly matched when Porzingis was out. Them losing Gafford in this game for such a long period of time, which I talked about earlier, was huge. The Celtics are definitely on paper.
What's good, Mama Bear?
The Celtics on paper should definitely win this.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yo, like watching the game earlier, they just look like a better team. They look more athletic. That they look stronger, quicker. That play where Porzingis just went by Derek Lively and just dunked the ball, that was very concerning for me because it's like
I wasn't as concerned because Derek Lively's 20.
No.
That's not gonna be his matchup.
No.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Gafford's matchup. So him
I get
being
it.
out like that's.
But
where that
any
comes
of
from.
these dudes could end up on any of them at any point, especially in this series, right?
That only happened in the first quarter when they was running a zone, bro. They was running a zone.
I also don't know if they can afford to kind of come out of the zone either.
Oh, they have to.
They have to theoretically, but look.
No, the matchups are there. The matchups are fine.
Oh, but are they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gafford not being it. Look, it's not that they're not that overmatched. They're not that overmatched. They're that overmatched in namesake. They're that overmatched in name and likeness. But they're not that overmatched strategically. Look, the Mavs can't get into the. I said this already, but the chat gonna hear me repeat this. The Mavs can't get into their offense. Can't get across the timeline at 18 seconds. It would take 6 seconds to get a screen up. And then have Luka dancing with a man in jail in the middle of the paint and have no secondary option after Luka's first pass. That man almost can't move the ball. He's got one pass to make, and the Celtics are too good at rotating.
Yeah.
They have to get across the timeline with a screener already prepared. That man has to be ready. Yeah. He has to be at the 3-point line already.
I mean, but Luka got to get it up quicker, man, and he has to increase the pace.
Well, this is what I'm
necessarily.
This is what I'm talking about.
A lot of times, so
I'm not talking about him running the ball up the floor. The moment he crosses the timeline, a screener should be in place. He's not going one-on-one with anybody.
Yeah,
he's not doing that on this lineup. That's not the move. The move is for him to get a big and to work from there. Get a pick and work from there. Get a pick and work from there. Try and occupy two. That's his whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the way he plays it. So there's gonna be a screenplay. There's gonna be a pick. He's gonna
Yeah.
call for it. Before he gets into anything, he's going to call for an initial pick play. If that's gonna happen and he's bringing the ball up the court, bring the screener up the court. As soon as he crosses the timeline,
I mean,
the screener should be
I don't
there.
understand why.
They should have their first screenplay being hit no later than 16 seconds into the shot clock. As soon as you get across the timeline, hit.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. I think he wants to slow the pace down a little bit more than that. I feel like when you start your action that high and that early, it kind of is already getting you into what you want to be doing. But Lucas seems to be one of those like more patient. I'm about to take my time, see what y'all doing.
You can't let them set their defense though. They're setting their defense up too easy.
But is that what you're
not asking him to do nothing different. You're just asking him to do it 5 seconds earlier.
I get it. No, I agree. I'm not arguing with you.
So I saw him. I've seen him do it in the regular season. I've seen their offense set up this way.
Well,
to have that,
they got to get back to it.
They have to have that screener coming earlier. He has to come off that first screen downhill.
Yeah.
Right. If he's having a big interact with that screen, that big shouldn't be pull back out, reset, set up, and then try and work him like he's Gobert. Because they're not all Gobert.
But that's what he's saying. Look, don't look at me like that.
What do you mean?
It seems like, because look, you're acting like I want him to be doing that.
I'm not saying that you want.
They're not Gobert. I agree. I said that.
I agree.
I was like, bro, KP is not Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
His foot speed is better. He's a much better athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And this whole team is better athletically, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just look at them and they're just they look physically stronger. They look more ready and capable. And it's like, yo, if you guys are gonna do this, there are gonna have to be some sacrifices made. You know what I'm saying? In order for everybody to be more effective. 100%. Kyrie got to play better too.
I agree. I totally
for
agree.
Sure.
He just has to be more aggressive, to be honest.
Yeah.
He shot pretty much 50%. He had a really bad shooting night from 3. He was 0 for 5 for 3 and made everything else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he just has to be more aggressive, right? They got into a state of shooting desperation threes, which was not fully necessary. The issue is the role players have to make shots.
Yeah.
I mean, they absolutely have to.
I liked how aggressive that PJ Washington was, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that too.
He seemed like he came ready to hoop. Derek Lively got to stay out of foul trouble.
Derek Lively's getting more minutes than he should, but what PJ Washington and Derek Jones do individually, right? Not in the flow of the offense, broken play type stuff, being aggressive in that way, is complete gravy. It's complete gravy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not going to change the way they defend, right? It's not going to force any sort of adjustment. They're not going to adjust based on anything that PJ Washington does. Unless he's making the corner 3 off the Luka pass.
For sure.
It's the only reason that you adjust to anything that he does or Josh Green does or Derek Jones does. Y'all niggas can do whatever out there.
Yeah, shout out to Sin Havoc, said Revenge of the Unicorn. Porzingis. Hey, bro.
All right, bro. All right. Let's do it. Are you ready to do it?
Do what? What we doing?
We having this Porzingis conversation. I have
not yet.
What you mean? Why not? No, I want to have it right now. You keep bringing it up. They don't know what we're talking about. Let's get to it.
Hey, all right, come on.
Right? Porzingis in New York. First season in New York. I'm like, yo, this dude is incredible. I'm higher on him than he is.
Absolutely.
Right? Porzingis wants to get out of New York. I understand.
Yeah.
New York has been poorly managed for quite some time. right? Their ownership has been traditionally, generationally horrible.
James Dolan.
Generationally horrible. You know he has a band. You know he's
Yeah.
the lead singer
Yeah.
of his own band.
They actually, and
professional-
and he plays in they play in the stadium, that he owns. So they play in Madison Square Garden, bro. You ain't know they be selling out. He didn't done more shows in Madison Square Garden than like fucking
Did a hole.
than fucking Metallica, bro. You know what I'm saying? He went through Enter Sandman. Nope.
Hey, bro, listen.
James Dolan.
Hey,
You
bro,
dig?
listen, bro.
Dolan.
Listen,
The Dolanites.
bro. He is living a childhood dream right now.
For sure.
He's a billionaire. He's in New York, where he's from.
Don't pay no taxes for the garden.
None of that. Playing the garden whenever you want.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm in here. Walk around this joint in my drawers.
What y'all gonna do?
Nothing.
Can't say nothing.
Security, you better just wave.
All right, hey,
Mr.
for sure.
Hey, Mr. Dolan. Yo, straight up. Walk by a scratching joint.
Nah, it's crazy.
Dolan.
Man.
So no, they've been poorly run for a long time.
Yeah.
We understand that. He wants out. Right? He gets out. Where's his first stop?
He went to. Did he go to Dallas?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. His first stop is in Dallas. Right? What does he want in Dallas? What does he want?
Touches.
No. He's getting touches in Dallas. He's actually getting very similar touches to the ones he's getting here. He wants perimeter ISO touches.
Mm-hmm.
Significant perimeter ISO touches.
I saw more than a few tonight.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
You saw mid-range touches.
No, he didn't necessarily shoot all them motherfuckers.
I'm not talking about catch and shoot plays.
No, that's not what I'm talking about either. But he was back there boogieing with the ball, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't shooting that shit. But he was back there boogieing. Nah, bro. Porzingis was back there. Go watch the film. Guarantee you.
We watched it at the same time.
He was back there boogieing, bro.
Why you ain't mention none of that while we was watching it? Why you ain't talk about that while we was watching it?
Because I was saving it. Why would I bring up I ain't gonna do that, bro.
You're a terrible liar.
No, I'm not.
You're not even good.
No, I'm not. We're gonna see.
We gonna see what?
Because after this, I guarantee you we're gonna watch it.
How many ISO possessions did he get in this game on the
I'd
perimeter?
say about 5 to 6.
Hell no.
I said about 5 or 6.
Hell no.
He did.
No, he didn't.
All right.
Perimeter ISO possessions. Are you serious?
Bruh, first of all, the fucking Derek Lively dunk came off a perimeter ISO.
One.
That was in the first quarter.
He scored all his
Super
points in
earlier.
the first half.
Huh?
He had 20 points in the game. He had
Okay.
18 in the first half.
All right.
He only
But
had
watch this.
7 points in the
What did I
second
say?
quarter.
Did I say that he was shooting them all? No, I didn't. I said he was passing a few of them.
Man, he got
But that don't
possessions.
mean that he was.
He got possessions while standing on the perimeter, catch and swing. Catch and swing.
So he wasn't putting the ball on the floor on the perimeter, is what you're saying. He wasn't matching up, trying to make a drive, passing it off. He wasn't doing none of that. Because ISO don't mean that you got to shoot the ball, bro.
I didn't say
All right,
shoot the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
I never said shoot the ball.
That's what I'm saying. So he was out there boogieing, bro. He wasn't shooting all of them.
He wants plays. He wanted plays ran for him.
First you said it was ISO, it's now it's plays.
Is ISO not a play? Is ISO not a play?
Of course it is.
So what you talking about? There's a million. There's so many different ISO plays.
Hey,
1-4 flat.
When you
1-4 flat.
when you pull up the the fucking play wheel on 2K, ISO is definitely on the fucking play wheel. You know what I mean?
All this dude knows about basketball is 2K.
Yeah, facts. That's it.
All he
I
knows
ain't
about
never hoop.
basketball is 2K.
I ain't never hoop, y'all.
All he knows about basketball is 2K.
I ain't never hoop.
So look,
I ain't never hoop.
he goes to Dallas. He wants perimeter touches, right?
Absolutely,
He
yeah.
wants ISO touches, plays ran for him
Yes.
as an ISO player on the perimeter.
Yes.
Right? Because he also doesn't want to get in the paint, doesn't want to back nobody down, doesn't want to score in the post, is annoyed at the pick and roll plays,
Mhm.
right? And annoyed at the decision making from the pick and roll plays, right? So he eventually leaves there. He goes to Washington. You bet me that he's going to average a dub. He doesn't.
That's not even when we made the bet.
When did we make it?
I think we made the bet when he went to Boston.
Nah, we made it twice. Because I told you Kuz was going to average more than him. You remember that? They were on the same team when I
all
said
right,
that.
Yeah.
We've done this more than once.
And Kuz
I
definitely didn't.
It doesn't matter. He didn't average 20.
oh.
Did we bet?
Yo.
What did we bet on?
Wait. First, I think because he was like, yo, Kuz was going to average more points.
I did say that. I did
and
say
then I
that.
said Kuz definitely didn't. And then he
Matter of
did.
fact,
And then
yeah,
he like,
keep
but that
talking,
don't matter
keep
though.
talking, 'cause I'm looking it up. What year was
He
that?
said, but that don't matter though. Right? Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah. I'm listening. Yeah.
Josh said, all I know from NBA, no, all I know is NBA Jam from downtown. Boom, shaka.
Oh my
Boom,
God.
shakalaka.
What year is that? 22?
You know what I mean?
2022? Yeah.
Saint Havoc says, terrible at adjusting. He knows ISO, 3-pointers, and mid-range shots. Who's
He
that?
knows what he really knows is turnaround jump shots.
Saint Havoc wasn't talking about me.
I know.
bro.
He's Jason.
Because I know a little bit more.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, what you talking about, Tatum?
No. I don't know who he was talking about. Hey, hold on, bro.
Luka? He did not average more than.
Yo, he got him by 2 points, bro.
So what, bro?
He got him by 2
So
points.
what?
He got him by 2 points.
So
Yo,
what?
what a disgusting.
So what?
That's
Right,
fine,
but
but what did we bet?
huh?
What did we bet? Did we bet that Kyle Kuzma was going to average more than Porzingis, or did we bet that Porzingis wasn't going to average a dub?
It was both. That's why they canceled out. Cool.
So he goes.
What happened to Kuz, bro?
Kuz is exactly who. Kuz almost averaged a dub that year. Kuz averaged a dub this year. So I don't know what you're talking about. Kuz playing.
Kuz still in Washington?
Yeah,
I feel it.
he definitely is.
Cool.
So, we're going to finish this. So, he doesn't average the 20 that you say he's going to average. I think he's soft, right? That's what I said. I
Yes.
still do.
I feel it.
I still do.
I don't think so.
Right. I know. So, he goes to Washington. They're trash.
Washington is trash.
They had an all-star before him and with him.
Okay, but
Washington's
they're
entire
Washington.
Washington's entire lineup in the Eastern Conference was good enough to make to be an 8th seed.
I agree. But can I ask you
But they were
a question?
trash.
I have a question.
And he didn't average 20.
I have a question.
And he was soft. Wait, hold on.
No.
You can get the question. So
the
I
soft
think,
part is subjective because I don't think he's soft. he definitely
You're a loser.
didn't average 20.
You're a loser. Whatever. Go ahead. Ask me your question.
No. This is what I was gonna say.
Go ahead. Ask me this bullshit.
Are you no? This is like a for sure question.
Oh, I believe it.
Are you really willing to say that you are for sure convinced that Washington is like totally committed to winning? Because I don't think every team in NBA, bro, is really trying to fight to win like that, bro. And Washington, bro, when it be looking at they lineups and how they be fucking maneuvering with who be starting and who be playing what kind of minutes and when motherfuckers be getting fucking taken out of certain games.
I
and
think getting
certain kind
Jordan,
of DMPs, bro.
I think
I don't know, man.
I think the initial Jordan Poole trade was an attempt at being better.
Oh, the initial trade, yes.
I think the Jordan Poole trade was an attempt at being better for sure.
No, 100%. And then
I don't
think
know.
very soon after that,
I
it
don't
was
know.
like, oh shit.
I don't know. But I can't, like, unless they're legitimately tanking, and I don't think that they were tanking when they had Porzingis and Brad Beal. I don't. Like, unless a team is legitimately tanking, I'm gonna put the onus on what I'm seeing, the product that I'm seeing on the floor.
I feel it.
So I'm not. But to answer your question, no, I'm not totally convinced that Washington was committed to it. No, but I don't think you have to be incredibly committed with 2 All-Stars on your team to be an 8th seed in the Eastern Conference.
Man,
I
look.
don't think so. Wait, so
Mhm.
he plays like shit. They do nothing. They do nothing. Porzingis' name is not mentioned at all.
Wasn't he coming off injury too?
When? Which one? After New York?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was for
Yeah.
a year.
That's what I'm saying. So
This is 3-4 years later.
yeah, but wasn't it like microfracture or something?
It was 4 years ago.
But we're talking about in the moment. at
Bro, he
Washington.
got hurt in New York.
Yeah,
He
and was
stayed
out
in New York for
like,
a year or a half a year and
And
then
didn't play.
left.
right.
Then went to the Mavericks and didn't play for a half a year. Then played and then played a full season and then got bounced and
Okay,
then went
yeah.
to the Wizards and played 2 seasons.
But he
Stop
didn't get hurt when
playing.
he was in Washington.
I don't even know. It's Washington.
Oh my God! So a second ago,
I'm not
they were supposed to be
searching
better.
for Washington games.
Now it's Washington.
I'm just not searching for the games. It
was
doesn't
my
mean that they
point.
can't win some games.
That's
It's just
my
I'm
point.
not. What does you searching for the games have to do with them making an 8th seed?
Because they're not good.
They had good enough players. They had Porzingis.
They did.
They sure did.
They did.
So they never did shit. So listen, now he's on the team with 2 perennial All-Stars. What you said out of your mouth, the best guard defender in the league, right?
Yeah.
A
I
great-
don't want to hear that now.
What do you want me to do?
Bro, just as
You gonna act like this shit is not happening?
bro. No, earlier today you was all like,
Earlier today, I said
nah,
what?
bro. You was like, you tried to insinuate that I was saying that Drew Holiday was going like, or that what? I was trying to say that he was gonna clamp him or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, no,
Like Drew Holiday
I
was gonna
didn't
cause
say that.
Kyrie some trouble.
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When
You said you
literally-
didn't say that. Sure.
all I said was, I was like, hey, somebody has to guard him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And with him being one of, if not the best defensive point guard in the NBA,
Mhm.
I would like, I would
Makes
rather
sense.
have him guard him, right?
Makes sense.
Yeah, all that I was trying to say was this notion that was like a crazy thing to say obviously proved that, hey, at least for game 1, that this dude can affect this game in a massive way.
Who?
Drew, not only defensively on Kyrie, but
He didn't affect the game in a massive way defensively on Kyrie. He did not.
That's why I said not only on Kyrie,
Okay.
because no, he was putting a lot of ball pressure, just period, on Luka, like whoever had the ball. You know what I'm saying? And they created a lot of turnovers. What I think Dallas had about 7 or 8 turnovers.
Something like that.
Mm,
The turnovers,
throughout the game.
the turnover disparity ended up being pretty much the same thing. There
Yeah.
pretty much was no disparity there. There's pretty much no disparity in rebounding. Their field goal
I
percentage.
feel like
was,
Dallas was turning over at like crucial times, though.
That's fair, but in the
Yeah.
end of it, in terms of like when you add it all up, it was all relatively the same. The disparity was in blocks and 3-pointers. That was it, bro. 7 to 27, 14 for 41, 9 to 1. That was the difference.
Yeah.
In all actuality, that was the difference. If they
Yeah.
start the pick and roll earlier, make that big have to step all the way out to the 3-point line to initially make that defense with somebody running towards him, you can get into your offense so much faster. You can have a much better rhythm. You don't have to have as many people standing around and sitting. But I want to finish this Porzingis take because I don't know what you want to do. You want to act like this is not real.
Mm-hmm.
You want to act like what I'm saying is invalid. You want me to now give you props because this nigga's playing good on a team with 4 All-Stars on it? Nigga, beat it. Beat it. Goofy.
Okay. All right. So
Is
here's the
this
thing.
tight? This is
First of
he's hooping. He's hooping. But bro, keep it in context.
bro.
He's a generational basketball player
So
playing 4th fucking wheel. And he got a dub tonight. And that's lit. That's lit. But boy, you better beat it. What is you talking about?
all right. So I have a question. If he doesn't do what he is doing,
Boy,
right?
he better.
All right then.
So cool.
bro, come on, man. He got to go out there and do it, bro. Look, are you mad at him because he had a great game,
Of
or are
course
you
not.
mad, or
Of
are you
course
mad
not.
at me?
Bro, you should have been here.
All right.
You should have been here when the stream started. I've had nothing but good things to say about what he
I
was
feel it.
able to do. But
feel it.
bruh, was he up against some excruciating
Yo.
pressure?
Thank you, bro. Sin Havoc. No, Sin Havoc just said Porzingis played 82 games for Washington in 2 seasons, 17 games in the first season, and 65 in season 2. He barely been on the court, bro. And we acting like, see, that's been my issue. He's been injured a lot of this time, and we acting like he just been on the court not producing. When he's been playing, he been hooping. Is that not what he been doing?
This nigga put up numbers like this nigga 7'3", shooting threes, diverse offensive game,
Facts.
amazing defensively, amazing in the pick and roll game, amazing even in the pick and roll game in guarding guards. We've even seen him do an incredible job at that, not just in this series, but going forward. This nigga averaged numbers like Zach Randolph. We never even seen him put up a double-digit rebound season. And you maybe once. And you talking about this dude like he doing what he's supposed to do.
Bro.
Why are you doing that? Why are you moving the goalposts like that?
What do you mean moving? The motherfucker ain't been playing. What are you talking about? When he plays,
He averages 20 and 9.
bro. Okay.
He averages Zach Randolph numbers.
Okay.
And you talking about him like he's something else.
Is he the first fucking option? Is he the second option?
This is the first time that wasn't the case.
Okay, so he was the first option in Washington.
Yes.
Bradley Beal wasn't the first option.
He was the one who wasn't fucking playing.
All right.
He was the one who was in street clothes during
Bro.
these seasons.
He played 17 games in his first season there. So what are you talking about?
Cool.
So they was both in fucking street clothes.
Okay, so bruh,
Uh-huh.
bruh. Listen to what you just said and listen to what I responded to.
Mhm.
Okay, you said when he played, he was putting up numbers. I
Yes.
said when he played, he was putting up numbers like Zach Randolph.
Okay.
And then you said he's not playing. Hold on. So are we talking
Mhm.
about the games that he's fucking playing? Or are we talking about the games that he's not playing? Why would I be commenting on the games in which he's not playing?
Okay.
Why would I be doing that if you just brought up the games that he's playing?
Okay. I have a
65
question.
games he didn't play that season. He only played 17. Why would I be talking about the 65 games in which he didn't play? We can throw that whole season out. You can
All right.
throw that season out.
All right. But then so
What am I doing?
here's my thing, right? So he goes to Washington first season. By your own words, you was like, yo, like this nigga wasn't really doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? When he didn't even play. You can roll the tape back. You was like, yo, his first season didn't do shit. Motherfucker played 17 games. Then he comes back season 2, 65 games, which if I'm not mistaken, was still broken up in between that whole fucking season.
Okay.
So the nigga ain't even really getting time like that. And he's also not the fucking first option.
Okay.
So the numbers being 20 and 9 or whatever they are, to me, if that's not the first option and you is playing intermittently, then that's, bro, that you doing what you're supposed to be doing. Now, if he was out there getting like 38 fucking minutes a game and was the first option, then those numbers would obviously need to be fucking higher. They would obviously need to be. But that's not the case.
We really should have started this podcast earlier.
Hey, No.
We really no. I don't mean earlier today. I mean earlier in life.
Earlier in life.
So we could
Right.
so that everyone could have heard the way that you spoken about AD and the
AD's number one option.
Whenever you're no, he's not.
He was when he was in New Orleans, was he not?
When did me and you have conversations about Anthony Davis when he was in New Orleans? When did me and you ever talk? When did me and you ever spoken about New Orleans basketball? What are you talking about? We've only talked about Anthony Davis since he's been in Los Angeles,
bro.
And when we really talk about, keep it real, dog.
Mm-hmm.
We had a conversation that lasted longer than 5 minutes, 10 minutes about Anthony Davis before he came to LA, or before he was about to come to Los Angeles.
Of course, we've talked about AD, bro. Come on, man. What are you talking about?
You about to say some bullshit like me and you've been talking about it. I'm talking about your commentary on Anthony Davis. You about to say
in LA.
You about to say some bullshit like you've been making that, or like we've been having that sort of conversation at all, really, in any great length about him since he was in New Orleans, and that's bullshit. We ain't been talking about him since he's been in LA, and since he's been in LA, he ain't been the number one option. So he's a number two option, and he ain't allowed to do none of this Porzingis like shit. And you would have been talking trade this nigga a long time ago.
I think Anthony Davis is better than Porzingis. What the fuck? Okay. So now what? Because I expect more from him because I think he's better. That's crazy.
How much better though? What do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect out of Porzingis?
I think Anthony Davis.
That's the real question. What do you expect out of Porzingis? Because I expect the same numbers that I generally expect out of Anthony Davis, with a bit more efficient spread in terms of as a shooter. But his rebounding and defensive numbers should be relatively close in terms of my expectations of him. With his athletic ability and his ability as a scorer, I'm looking at 28 to 30, 12 to 15, 3 to 4 blocks, right? On shooting splits of about 48, 58, and 80. I don't think that that's unreasonable based on the talent level that we have and the player that we have. It's good from Porzingis. Anthony Davis is already doing that. So we don't really have to go back and forth about him. He's already doing that. We established that you and I should be having that conversation that we were having about him anymore, ever again. It's been proven. So, but why are your expectations for Porzingis so low?
They're not so low. They're lower than they are for Anthony Davis because I feel like he's not as good as a player. I feel like he's not as quickly off his feet on fucking defense. Anthony Davis he's a much rangier fucking defender. I feel like he's a better offensive scorer. I just feel like he's a better player all around. Trust him more, all that. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think that when he was in fucking New Orleans, he showed, like, look, even with what we were seeing from Porzingis and
played. That's the difference. He played.
AD played.
He didn't cry. He didn't bitch. He did not show up to the team meetings. He didn't disrespect the coach. He didn't disrespect the ownership. He didn't do all of that shit that Porzingis did that you would have killed the motherfucker for in any general sense. And it's so confusing
which I did when he left fucking New York. I did say that.
What? But he did it in Dallas too.
But here's why I felt that the Dallas situation was different. I told you that.
Because a nigga who's better than you, he's better than you with the ball in his hands. He ain't got no problem passing you the ball. He don't have no problem passing you the ball.
Okay.
You don't want to get in the post. We know that, right? That's not me. That's the general consensus. He has no interest in that. Right? It's jumpers.
He wanted some jimmies, bro.
So cool.
Yeah.
You're going to get it like this. You're going to get it in our offensive flow, X, Y, Z, so on and so forth. This is how you're going to get it.
I feel it.
And when he wasn't getting it after a season and a half in the way that he wanted, he bitched.
Okay.
And he bounced.
Question. I feel it. I have a question. So if they end up beating them, did he make the right choice by getting out of Dallas? Because he felt that situation wasn't going to be conducive to the play style that he wanted?
There is no better situation in basketball for him than where he is right now.
I agree.
There is no situation better.
I agree. Perfect.
You know what I mean? So, kudos.
Maybe the Lakers. You know what I'm saying?
It's not a better situation.
I think it would
I doubt
be
it.
for me.
I mean, that's
Just joking.
that's fine. You see this different than I
Yeah.
do, right? I
Yeah.
have real generational talent expectations for him,
Mhm.
and I think this is whack. I shouldn't say that this is whack, but people don't see this on some
Yeah.
KD shit, and it's not because the treachery was not there in terms of the whatever,
Yeah.
but league imbalance wise, this is that.
I don't think he's KD though. That's my thing.
No, he's not KD. He's not. But
I don't think he's AD.
Jaylen Brown, the powers that Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday,
I agree.
and Jason Tatum are just as powerful as Steph and Clay.
Yeah. You see, but when you have a player like that, right? And you, because who was it that said it? Said, yo, Mavs wasn't. Said Mavs wasn't. Oh, Dallas wasn't ready for him. No, I actually thought he meant it in a different way. But no, like when you have a player that is that good and they end up on these contracts, you know what I mean? That
Who is this Porzingis we're talking about?
yeah, because what's his contract looking like? I'm pretty sure that he should be
What, on something favorable?
yeah while he's in Boston, because with Jaylen Brown already getting $300 million,
It has to be.
and with Tatum, you know, but
Yeah, 2 years, 60.
this is not the first time,
And he signed that contract with
like,
Boston too.
yeah,
'Cause his
this is not the
'cause his-
first time
'cause
that
his
one of
value
these
was so low.
contracts has like kind of happened. That's what I mean, right? So the market set his value. You know what I'm saying?
At 30 million a season,
Yeah.
which hey, let me tell you, that's better than 20 and 10. Just so you know.
Hmm?
That's superstar. What do you mean? Nigga? That's superstar money.
Bro, what? I don't know how much more he's supposed to do in Boston. Like Jaylen, Jason.
Are you seeing my point now?
Bro, this is what I've been saying. Look, I said he gonna do what he's been doing the whole time.
Which is what?
Exactly what he doing.
I didn't disagree that he was gonna get buckets in Boston.
All right. That's all that I was saying.
Well, kudos. Shouts out to you.
Said that's overpriced completely, right? Yeah. No, I mean, look,
That's overpriced. Who said that?
what's Jaylen getting?
$300 million for 6
No, but like
seasons.
per year.
Like 50.
And Jason?
He hasn't read up yet. Jalen's contract came at a favorable point in time. Jason's got to re up in like a year or two.
He was at 5 for 163.
Yeah, but that was early.
With an average annual salary of 32.
Oh, he makes the same.
32.6.
He makes the same amount of money as Porzingis.
He makes more than 32.6.
You're a loser.
You know what I'm saying?
You're a loser.
Look, I
They
feel
both
like
make
I got
30.
him
They both
right
make
around
30.
where. Nah, man. Look, bruh. If this dude was on a different team, where because I think that this is where me and you are seeing this differently at, right? When you are surrounded by this many other players, I don't expect you to keep your numbers as high, bro.
Oh,
like,
now I think you're confused.
somebody's
I
gonna
don't
have
expect
to
his
put
numbers.
sacrifice.
No, we already know that. That's the way
Yeah.
the Celtics play. So I don't expect his
Not
numbers.
just period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, sure. If you want to be successful, but I don't expect his numbers to be high. I don't. I'm just not impressed when he does things like that.
I got you.
I don't know if you're impressed. I'm not impressed
Mm.
when he does stuff like that because he's too good of a player to even be playing fourth wheel on Boston. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But I do. I especially under most circumstances, but I also kind of feel like with what happened in Dallas, that's kind of why he's playing fourth wheel in Boston. Like, bro, when you have something happen like that,
Like what?
like him getting traded from Dallas unceremoniously, right? When something happens like that, look at how he got pegged as like having an attitude and you know what I'm saying, for not being a good teammate, all that stuff. So
Man, you ain't heard shit about Porzingis.
yes, you have, bro.
No, you haven't.
Yes, you did after the Luka situation, which is crazy.
It was fucking
because
4 years ago.
no, but that's my point. Where it's weird because you didn't even hear the same shit after what happened in New York.
Bro.
And I feel like that was more egregious.
If that's the case, then his contract would reflect it.
What do you mean?
His contract will reflect the sentiment around him. His contract would be more favorable than 2 years, 30.
2 years.
He'd be on far more of a prove it deal if the sentiment is what you're talking about. But it's not. That's why it's 30 million.
Yeah.
So that's foolish. That's not the case.
I don't know, man.
It's not.
bruh,
You like Porzingis.
No, it ain't even just that, bro.
You
the
like
contracts is getting
Porzingis.
ridiculous, bro.
You like You don't even want to talk contracts with me.
What's about to be the fucking like the next like max on the
What they
like,
gotta
super
have to
max?
say- What they got? Well, the CBA is about to come.
I
up.
think they said it's like 60 million or some shit.
Yeah,
Like
now-
year.
Yeah, but the CBA is about to come up, so it's actually going to change.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, man. This stuff is like, bro, this is why it didn't have the sentiment in the air like he wasn't gonna stay at Boston, and this was it, and this shit kind of seemed like they were trying to hire like a mercenary, like, yo, we trying to get this championship shit done like
Here's a question.
right now.
Here's a question.
Is that not what it felt like?
I don't know. What does this look like from a standpoint of what does Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown's first championship look like?
What do you mean?
Full credit?
Do they get it?
Mhm.
If this championship keeps going the same way,
However it goes.
if they win, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I think you get the same type of credit that Steph got.
Who?
Like when KD came, I feel like it's the same type of credit.
I don't. This is not KD to me, bro. This is not KD going to the Warriors. It's just not that to me.
It's not that deal. It's not that deal. It's not that summer.
I don't think it. No.
It's
I'm
that.
saying
It's that basketball. Though. Basketball wise, it's that. You don't have to think it is for it to be that. You don't.
hey, I feel it, and you could feel it.
But that's what this is basketball wise.
I don't know.
It is. It is that. It is that.
I don't know.
It is that.
We'll see, bro. Because look, man, this is why because look, they could fuck around and lose this series. Then what? It couldn't be KD to the Warriors, then, nigga. If they fuck around and lose this series,
Anybody can fuck around and lose any series.
no. But that's my point. This is after game one, so we already going that far. No, bro, this is not KD going to the damn 72-9 Warriors, bro. It's not.
I mean, they didn't win 73 games.
Oh, wait, no.
Or
Excuse me.
They
They
did
did win 73.
They didn't win 74 games the next
Yeah,
season.
bro. Huh?
It's not like they won 74 games the next season. Again, it's not the same summer. It's not the same summer. The deal, the contract, the whole thing, right? The lead up and XYZ.
Yeah.
On the basketball floor, it's the same level of math problem, is what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't think that the impact is as much. That's all that I'm saying.
Are you talking about the impact
On parity in the NBA? That had a severe bro. That broke the fucking NBA, bro.
This will have an impact.
Porzingis
This will have
going.
this will have an impact.
Porzingis going to Boston
This does
did
have
not
impact.
break the parity of the NBA.
This does have
I'm
impact
sorry.
like that.
I don't think that they're unbeatable like that. I don't.
I mean, they're not. The Warriors weren't unbeatable.
Wasn't nobody beating them motherfuckers, bro. Especially that first year. The first 2 years for real.
The second year they had a real chance.
Huh?
The second year they had a real chance at losing.
Wait. No. How many rings does KD have? 2, right?
2.
Yeah, it was the second year.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Second year to have
that
a
was
real
the
chance
that
at losing, bro.
that was the Harden year. All right, so cool.
Like you're
So
bugging.
so
They almost lost
the
to
first year.
James Harden,
The
Chris
first year.
Paul, and a bunch of bums.
is the all right, that first year, which is what this would be, right?
Sure.
It broke the league, bro. They wiped through it. They went through everybody, including LeBron. This team is not, bro. Them motherfuckers might not even beat the Cavs with Kyrie, bro. Would this team have beat the Cavs? I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so.
I do.
I don't think so.
That's a fair point. You have every right to feel that way.
I feel it.
Yeah, you have every right to feel that way. Yeah, yeah, buddy.
So
You tweaking.
let's go ahead and give a round of applause.
To Porzingis?
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shout out to Porzingis. You didn't do anything.
I didn't.
You did not do shit. A generational talent went to the best team in the conference, and they're good. You didn't
Mhm.
do anything. You didn't make any fucking quantum leaps.
If
The quantum leaps you made in years, nigga, you've been betting on this nigga for year after year after year and
What you-
been losing.
what you mean?
We've been doing this for 3 years.
Bro, this is the third year, right? He played 17 games year one.
Nigga, that's your fault.
Okay. Oh, all right, bro.
You bet with the nigga.
All right, bro. Bro, he was coming off a fucking injury.
And you bet with him. And you bet on him. You did that. Why
What do you mean bet on him?
Why you do that?
All right, bro, cool.
You said he was gonna score a dub and he didn't. And then we pushed it out another season and he didn't. What you talking about? What you
All
want me to do?
19.8 in 65 games. And he's sitting there, yeah, but he ain't get to the dub, though.
What you
Come
want
on,
me
bro.
to do?
Come on, bro.
He ain't do
19.8 in 65 games. And he'll be a night, but he ain't get to the dub, though.
So you think this is where he's supposed to be at? You think 20 and 10,
Bro.
20 and 9, 19 and 9 is
it
where he's
depends
supposed
on where you at, bro.
to nigga,
No.
where he was.
Bro. Was anybody else even in the stratosphere of being able to be thought of as like getting anywhere near the same amount of touches as Porzingis when he was in New York?
Yeah,
Who?
Carmelo.
Right? Which is fucking Carmelo Anthony.
Mhm.
Right?
Mhm.
So he leaves from there, goes to Dallas. Same thing. Luka has the ball in his hand. I'm pretty sure that Porzingis understood that, hey, you know what I'm saying? He gonna have the ball in his hand. He's a motherfucking point guard for the most
Clearly
part.
not.
No, but hey, we don't know. We really don't know, bro. We really don't know.
Go make your
Like,
point. Make your point.
Like, we really don't know.
Same thing happens. He goes
Right?
somewhere. I want the ball. You're not getting it. Okay, what?
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, but hey, if he's this generational talent and he's saying, yo, that he would want the ball, and they like, nah, and then his numbers are 20 and 10, you know what I'm saying? Off a pretty good fucking field goal. What you want me to do?
I don't want you to do shit. I just asked you a question.
Hmm?
I don't want you to do shit. But answer my question.
What was your question?
What's it supposed to be? What's his line supposed to be?
It depends on where he is and like what his role is.
Well, I'm not asking for his line here. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Bro,
Like honestly, we should not be talking about him on some where he is and what his role is. Shit. To you, is he a role player?
not a role player. No, he ain't a role player, bro.
So what the fuck are we
I don't
talking
ask
about?
role players to average 20 and 10.
So what the fuck are we talking about? It depends on where he is and what his role is. Nigga, if he's not on a loaded team, what the fuck is his line? What's his line if he's not on a loaded team? It depends on where he is. All right, the team's not loaded. What's the line?
I think it's somewhere around like some Kevin Love in Minnesota numbers.
What?
You know what I'm saying? 25 and 12. You know
25?
25.
Well, he
and
was
12.
averaging 30.
Who, Kevin?
He was averaging 30.
Kevin was averaging 30.
You're dumb.
Kevin was not averaging 30.
All right. In his last year in Minnesota, In his last
Don't
year?
bring up the last year.
Why
man.
not? That's the year he got traded in. You want me to bring up his early? Can I bring up his prime years? Kevin, all right, how about Kevin Love and Porzingis are not supposed to be in the same stratosphere stats-wise and all of that.
What you mean, bro? But Kevin Love in Minnesota was like stats-wise was boxing outside of his weight class. Seriously.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because he was the only fucking. That's my point, bro. He was the only fucking option. Motherfuckers who are the only option, their stats are usually a little bit more inflated. Why are you acting like I'm making this up?
So why hasn't he ever averaged any of that?
Huh? Outside of when he was in New York?
You think he averaged that in New York?
What was he at in New York? But even then, he wasn't the first option. You just told me it was Carmelo.
14, 18, same shit.
Right?
Same shit. Never
So,
doubled it. Not
he's
one.
actually gotten better since he was in fucking New York when you was having all these high expectations. He's actually increased his points per game.
By 1 fucking point.
You said it was 14 and 16.
That's his rookie season.
It was his first 2 seasons, right?
No, 14 to 18.
Oh.
And he been right there. He been the same nigga ever since he been a second-year player. He ain't never averaged double-digit rebounds. He hovers right around 6 to 8. It's the same person.
Rebounds is inexcusable. Definitely need to be at 10.
It's never going to be.
I think that he can get there.
Man, shut the fuck up. Why? Why do you think that? Why?
Because rebounding is a state of mind.
Is it?
For sure. You got to go want. You got to go
Man,
want
Kevin
the ball.
averaged 30 and 14. Bro, you better
his last fucking season.
Get the fuck away.
So I'm saying he was the only option. Who else was getting the ball, bro?
So why?
Bro,
whatever.
By your own admission.
Why would you use that?
Never been the first option.
So why would you use that as an example?
Because I thought, bro, you asked me what do I think that he would put up being the first option. I said Kevin Love numbers.
His 19 and 9 was acceptable. Is what we're saying.
Bro, hold on though, right?
Okay.
I said that he would put up Kevin Love numbers being the first option.
Okay.
You just told me he's never been the first option. So we don't even know.
Except for 17-18. He was the first option because Melo was gone.
Huh?
Melo was gone.
That year?
Mm-hmm.
And how many games did he play?
50.
Yeah, see?
What?
What was he at that year?
That's enough. That's enough to 22 and 6.
All right, so all right.
He got over 20 points.
He hit over the 20-point mark.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You still would love to see the rebounds being higher, right? Definitely, you should have been higher than 6.
We don't love to see the rebounds being higher. We absolutely need to see the rebounds.
Definitely need to be higher than 6.
Need to.
I was just saying.
Not love to.
They need to be higher than 6.
Love is just like, I would love that. But we wouldn't just love that.
I would love for him to be at around 12.
You
know what I'm saying?
Absolutely need him to be in double-digit rebounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. But hey, first year stepping into that role, I could definitely see
what that got to do with grabbing
something. You know what I'm saying?
What that got to do with rebounding the ball,
bro. You're asked to be in different parts of the floor, so that might be a bit of an adjustment for you to learn where to, these new spots and where you get the ball at. You know that's true, bro.
Shut up.
You're
talking about where he's getting the ball at. He averaged more points. And we're not even talking about offensive rebounds. We're just talking rebounding in general.
Because he's getting more shots, which he could be out on the perimeter more, which would lead to less rebounds.
Who gives a fuck? We're not talking about that. You can get 10 defensive rebounds.
I feel that.
So what are we talking? Why? Ain't no point in talking about where he is on the floor and all that other shit.
Okay.
That ain't got shit to do
after
with
that happened, if he would have stayed in New York and the 22, let's even say that goes to 23 or 24, right?
Okay.
But his rebounds, I think that it significantly would have went up if he would have stayed in that role.
Why?
Because, like I was saying,
And what the fuck
When-
stops? What stops the rebounding? What makes the rebounding fluctuate?
okay, question. Why is it hard or harder for Stephen Curry to get fucking rebounds? Because he's out by the
'Cause he's
goddamn
6
3-point line.
Well, I was gonna say because he's 6'2".
No. I mean, just from a where he is. It's a where he is on. You got
Then why does
Jason
Russell,
Kidd
then why
got
does Russell-
fucking
then why does Russell Westbrook do it?
because he doesn't shoot as many threes, bro.
He's
Jason-
still on the perimeter.
But he's not shooting the ball from there.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, bro.
It doesn't.
What do you mean?
That doesn't mean shit. Russ isn't in the dunker spot. He's
Bro.
on the perimeter.
Jason Kidd was on the perimeter, but he was not a 3-point shooter, which would lend him to be able to crash the boards more often. Bro, come on now. Are you saying that, bruh,
How many offensive rebounds do you think these people are getting?
I'm
You
not saying-
don't have to calculate the offensive rebounds.
1 or 2?
So what are we talking? So why are you even bringing that up? Why would
Because
you even
it
bring it up?
Because it
It's
adds,
just-
bro.
It's a max of 2 rebounds.
All right, but question. If he was at 22-8 his first year, that's a little bit different, bro. 6 is tough.
Bro.
I'm
bro.
6 is too low, bro.
Bro.
Come on now, man.
Bro.
What are you talking about?
You are a different individual.
Oh my god, bro.
You
All right,
are
man.
different.
You bugging, bro.
You are different.
I don't think
Why
so.
are you making so many excuses for this nigga?
It ain't just him, bro. I would be having this conversation with anybody that had showed that much promise and then has been in
Kevin
different.
Love was always shooting threes.
Hmm?
Kevin Love was always shooting threes.
Kevin Love.
What the fuck are you about to say? He wasn't? He wasn't?
Absolutely. More threes, yes.
He shot more threes than any big in the league at
Yeah.
the time.
It's Kevin Love, bro.
And he averaged 14 rebounds.
UCLA
So what
alumni.
do you be talking about?
UCLA alumni.
Yeah, that's
bro.
fine.
You know
What do you be talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
Kevin Love's better than Porzingis, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, he wants me to like compare this dude to people that I think are better than him.
You
And
made
be
the
like,
comparison. I
Huh?
didn't bring up Kevin Love. You did.
Yeah,
I'm only talking about
I just
Kevin
think he's
Love
better.
because you brought him up.
yeah. I still think he's better.
At
though.
what? At what?
Kevin Love,
Yeah. Yeah. At what?
higher IQ, better rebounder, better 3-point shooter, better passer. Yeah, it's a whole lot of shit that he does.
That's only
better.
4 things.
KP's a better shot blocker. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
A better defender in general.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
The shooting is like this. You really ain't really getting that. Better around the rim. Better finisher.
Better around the rim.
Come on, stop.
Better finisher for sure.
Dude. Kevin Love is
Kevin
not
Love is like one of the better below the rim scorers, bro. Like,
dope. If
period.
he was getting guarded by KP, that shit below
nah,
the rim is getting
nah, that'd be nasty.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. He's not better than KP. He's not a more talented basketball player than Kristaps, bro. He's not. And you're making a massive
What you mean
You're
talented?
making a massive amount of excuses
Okay,
for Kristaps.
all right.
You're making a
I got a
massive
question.
amount of excuses.
How
Hold on,
can
wait.
you say
I
that
need you
Derek
to
White
explain
is
to me-
better than Jaylen Brown, but I can't say that fucking Kevin Love is better than Kristaps?
Because I can actually articulate
And I just articulated why I think that Kevin Love is better.
Yeah,
And then,
but you didn't come up with enough shit though.
huh? What you mean?
You came up with 4 things. I came up with 4 things.
If
you need
I
more
va-
than that.
No.
You need more than that.
No.
And
Hey.
the shit that some of the shit that you brought up was marginal.
Nah.
I can make a more convincing argument
No,
than you can.
I think he's a much better passer. And
I didn't say everything you mentioned was marginal.
And I think he's
He's a much
smarter
better
too.
shot blocker.
You know what I'm saying?
Fine. Okay. He can have the intelligence. Right?
Right? Which is a huge
versatility.
thing.
Defensive versatility.
Offensive IQ, savvy.
You don't get
rebounding.
You don't get to keep saying the same
How
shit
much-
in different ways
all right.
and have me put up more fingers.
How much of a better rebounder is he?
A shit ton.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
How much
Bro.
of a better shot blocker is he? A fucking shit ton.
yeah.
How much
but
of a better defender is he? A fucking shit ton. So
defense and shot blocking is kind of in the same vein.
they're absolutely not. Rim protection and fucking perimeter defense are
Yeah.
not the same thing. Pick and roll defense and
Yeah.
rim protection are not the same thing. So you're wrong.
They're in the same field and just different.
So what?
yeah.
So is
I got
so
you.
what?
It's under defense, motherfucker.
They're different skills.
They are 100%
Draymond has one and not the other.
for sure.
So no.
And Draymond's still a good shot blocker though.
Draymond
See,
is no, you're wrong. Draymond is more than willing to attempt shot blocks.
fucking Sin Habit says Sky saying Kevin Love because of LeBron James. Ha ha ha! How foolish you are! I'm saying Kevin Love because he went to UCLA. That's why.
That's accurate.
Nah,
That's accurate.
nah, you
That's
better, bro. I've
That's
been on Kevin Love,
That's
bro,
accurate.
before he
That's accurate.
nah, he went to UCLA. you know what I'm saying?
Type
Bruins,
shit.
baby.
That's a real Beach Boys
Bruh,
vibe.
100 championships. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
100.
100. No. Cold
The
no.
golden sea. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
So that's why but look,
Oh man.
nah,
Come
nah.
on.
That's why, bro.
Look, man. The Celtics are great. They are fucking stacked.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like they're not stacked. And
They
then
should win the series, honestly.
They definitely should, especially if
And if they don't, if they don't,
they really fucked it up.
hey, if they don't,
They
I'm gonna be on their head, bro. That's
They
what I'm
really-
saying.
they
So
really fucked it up. I mean,
hey.
how could you not? How could you not? I ain't saying that you dick riding the motherfucking Celtics. That's
Hey.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying that your ass is riding this fake ass victory
Hey.
about this nigga Porzingis when he ain't doing shit but exactly what he should do.
look, this was funny, y'all. This motherfucker been telling me that Porzingis.
What did I say?
Now you ain't been fucking with him, bro.
No.
Ever since Dallas,
No, hell
bro.
no.
Nah,
Don't
nah,
put
nah.
it in
Ever since
parables.
Dallas,
No,
bro.
ever since New York. Don't put it
Nah.
ever since New York. Don't put it in parables. What did I say? What I say?
What'd he say?
What did you say? You don't even remember. You don't remember. You do not. Look. He doesn't remember.
Ah,
He
shit.
doesn't remember what I said.
This is hilarious.
One in the chat if you think he remembers what I said. Two if you know that he has no idea what I said.
10 if you're willing to put some money on it. You know what I'm saying? No, I was talking to the chat.
Oh,
Tell him put 10 in the chat.
Oh,
Yeah, willing
put
to
10 if you want to put some money on it.
Nah, man. Bruh. Look.
All right, seeing you tripping. He
You
said
gonna have-
LeBron. He said LeBron should thank Kevin Love and Kyrie for that championship. You bugging? You think he knows? Are you serious? What did I say? Sam, pull up my car. You want to bet 10? Bet. I bet you. I know to laugh when he don't know what I know. What I'm saying. He doesn't know. What I say? What I say?
I don't know.
I know you don't. I know you don't. That's the type of I don't know that he says when he don't want to answer the question. He be
I
like,
just said I don't know.
he be like, I don't know. He said in a real smug and aloof way.
I just
Kinda
said
like that.
I don't know.
I know what you said. I'm
It
talking to
did.
the chat. I'm talking to the chat. I'm talking to the fucking chat. That's the way he speaks. Remember this for later on. Later conversations when y'all talking to him.
Yeah.
If you ever hear him go, I don't know.
We
He really doesn't know, but he doesn't want you to know that he
I
doesn't
just
know.
said I don't know. Man. Yo. I will say that I don't know some shit, but he just refused to believe that I don't know.
All right.
Right?
Will you actually like definitely know some shit and then still say I don't know?
Sometimes.
All right then. So what the fuck? So now we know why I don't trust him. All in together now, chat.
All in
trust you.
together.
All in together, man.
We still don't trust you.
Still don't trust you. What a banger. No, man. Look, the Celtics.
Let's move off Porzingis, bro.
I mean, there's nothing else to talk about. There's nothing else to talk about. They have to get into their offense quickly. That is look. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you're talking about. That's the only way to stop this. They can't be allowed to.
I didn't say it wasn't. Bro.
They can't be allowed to. I'm saying whether you think that they gonna run that or whatever.
I just don't know about Luka's cardio.
This is not
playing like that. I think him coming downhill that often does affect, bro.
I mean, you can have Kai do it. We already talked about having Kai get off the ball, and they started to come back when they started to have Kai or Luka get off the ball. When they had Kai handling the ball and then running that little DHO action on the wing, and he was doing what off that DHO, getting downhill. I hate being right, man. Ain't nobody in the room more uncomfortable than the nigga that's right.
Than the man that's right, bro.
Ain't nobody more uncomfortable than him.
I know. That's why we've been having all these uncomfortable ass talks about Porzingis from my perspective. Yeah, I mean,
I don't know why you've chosen Porzingis to cap about. Because look, you capped about him in all those other years like he was a superstar. And now that he's on this loaded ass team, and I'm like, hey, bro, this dude is a superstar. He's on this loaded ass team. You're like, he ain't really no superstar, though. He ain't.
What?
He ain't really that, though. My expectations for him is like Zach Randolph.
No. I don't think he's a see. Once again, I think that you are confusing what I'm saying, bro. I don't think he's
you talked about him.
I think he's a star. I think that there's a difference, bro.
All right.
Facts.
All right.
Injuries, bro.
All right.
Can't you, bro? How you gonna bank your entire roster on this dude, and he might not even be able to play the full season? You know what I mean?
You gonna act like that?
Would you have him as your first option and build a team around him? Just in general.
No, because of the injuries. Well, you know the answer is no because of what I've been saying. But that's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about what the fuck you would do as a GM. We're talking about what you see. And what do you see? Mm-hmm. What do you see? You said him as you are annoying as shit. You said that he should be averaging fucking 30 and 14 if he was by himself. That's what you said.
I said 25.
Oh, that's what you thought Kevin Love was averaging.
Like,
25 and 14.
Yeah. I was like somewhere around there.
Anthony Davis averaged 26 and 12 this year.
Anthony Davis?
Yeah. Superstar?
Anthony Davis is better. He's better.
But if he averaged 24 and 14, he'd be a superstar too, no?
I don't think he's on that tier.
You're going to act weird now.
I don't think he's on that tier, bro. I just don't. Could he ask for that money theoretically in a fucking negotiating fucking situation?
I'm not even talking about
if they was making no. I'm saying
he's on a $30 million prove it deal.
I'm saying if they were.
He's on a 2-year, $60 million prove it deal as a fourth option. Are you drunk? You're talking about what he can negotiate? He's on the lowest point. He's at the lowest point of his deals right now.
Yeah, but if he were to not produce, this was going to be the last time he was going to get paid. You already know that, bro. You know that if he didn't play well,
what is not produce?
What is not produce? If he would be around 14, 15 points, bro, I don't think he's getting anything near that ever again. Facts, bro. Facts. But as I was saying, 30 million, bro, is kind of crazy.
Only you think it is.
Only
you think it is. But I don't know why you think it is.
No, I don't think it's crazy like that. What I mean is that it's crazy.
He makes the same amount as Jason Tatum right now. Right now. They have the same, they making the same amount of fucking money, dude.
Okay.
He's being paid closer to the best player on the fucking team.
Can I ask you something? Do you think that
They got
Jason Tatum is the best player on his team
yes,
comfortably?
unequivocally.
How big is the gap between him and for Jaylen Brown? Would you say?
Pretty sizable. Pretty sizable. Aside from this series, Jason Tatum's been getting double teamed, and he's still averaging 30.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown got single coverage, averaged 27, something like that. Shot a better field goal percentage, obviously, and then got the finals MVP, or then got the conference finals MVP. So
Yeah.
let's not get drunk.
I mean,
I'm gonna act like I actually hooped and like I really watched what's happening. One of them is getting double teamed.
offensively,
He's the best player on the court.
but Jaylen Brown is taking a lot more on the defensive side of the ball, though. Honestly,
He's not that much better of a defender, and you and I both know that the weight is not equal. The weight of offense and the weight of defense is not equal. I can be a serviceable defensive player, like serviceable. You know what I mean? High effort, good motor, all that stuff. Gonna try hard and all that stuff. And you could be like a really good defensive player, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I could be like a fucking really good offensive player,
Yeah.
and you can be like a mid-level offensive player. I'm more valuable than you are.
I understand.
Yeah.
But in that same sentiment, I do also think that
Tony Allen, Carmelo.
That Jason Tatum.
Tony Allen, any other scorer.
I'm about to say, don't say Tony Allen and Carmelo, bro.
Why? All offense, all defense. It's perfect, to be honest. It's all offense, all defense. And there's no fucking question. There's no question who you pick up at the park, who you pick up in an NBA game. There's no question.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Jason's better.
There is no question.
And he's a better decision maker as well.
Yeah.
There weren't very many decisions to be made by the Celtics in this game. It was very swing. They played directly into their hand. They weren't taking the ball out of the net a ton. And they ran it. They ran it.
I think Jaylen Brown always taking on the best defensive assignments definitely allows Jason to rest a whole lot more to be able to be used on offense, bro. I think that both of them,
because he's gonna go get fucking double.
I think that both of them,
because if you didn't double team him, he'd probably get 40.
Yeah.
So
because
you gotta realize, dude, he's fucking 6'10".
I know how tall he is.
He's gigantic.
I know how tall he is.
Yeah, he's the best player on their team, bro.
I feel it.
He's the best player on their team.
All right. Hey, we're gonna have to see.
You have to see what? See what?
He should play like their best player in this series.
They don't play like that, though.
No.
They used to.
I'm not even saying that everything has to. No, and that's my point, right?
He played like their best player today.
I don't think that he did.
He did. He played like their best player today. He made their best player decisions today. They were just beating the shit out of them. So them niggas just started shooting.
No, I think everybody fucking showed out. I think Drew Holiday showed out. I think KP showed out. Fucking Jaylen Brown had a great game. Derek White was getting steals in the fucking backcourt, bro.
Derek White's their second best player.
You know what I'm saying?
Derek White's the second best player.
So hey,
he's better than Jaylen Brown too.
Bro, they have a good fucking team. They have a good team overall, bro.
Yo, they have a fucking
that's what I'm sitting there and I don't know.
They had a great team prior to Porzingis. 7 times in the Eastern Conference Finals with this team.
Yeah.
So
couldn't get it done, you know what I'm saying? Fucking lost a few finals.
Their team is definitely great.
If they had to go back and retool for the Western Conference.
Here we are.
You know what I'm saying? Here we are. They said $303.7 million for Jaylen Brown. Supermax contracts are ridiculous. Hey, this is the future.
It's only
That's why I wasn't really
reward
tripping
list.
about him getting 30. I'm like, bro, they're about to be.
You didn't even know that he made 30 until I told you.
I fucking knew it was somewhere around there.
No, you did.
I thought it was a little bit less, like around 25, 26. You know what I'm saying? But hey, right? And shout out to Osa Fresh. You know what I mean?
No cap.
Right?
No cap.
But yeah, man, look, I don't know. You don't even know why I'm happy. You think that I'm just happy because of the Porzingis thing?
For the most part.
It's because of Porzingis, but it's not
what are you
because of
talking about?
Porzingis.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
Huh?
What is it?
It's because of the Porzingis and Luka thing, bro. I really didn't like that. I really did not like the way that situation played out, bro. And you see this shit all the time, bro. I feel like when
And what makes you take KP side?
huh?
What makes you take KP side?
Because when and just like I said, I felt that especially when you look at back then, bro, Luka was really fucking bitching and complaining. He's probably worse back then than he is now. And I ain't never seen KP act like that, right? And this is where my problem came.
He just go bitch and complain to the front office.
Cool, but
Why?
This is where because just it was cool because I'm trying to get this point out.
Oh,
right.
okay, I'm listening.
No, like if I see okay that Luka been acting this way, complaining, even to his own teammates and all that shit, like on camera, in front of your face, all that. And then I'm seeing one dude that hasn't been doing that, but at this point has only had the shit going on with literally James Dolan.
Okay.
Right now, if he comes into that situation, and when he leaves that fucking situation, instead of just hey. We couldn't work it out or whatever. There seemed to be all this about him being a bad teammate. And I just don't think that had any merit. I think that if you have looked, I don't think people have been complaining about his temperament and him being a teammate in fucking Washington or in like from Boston, right? But when he left Dallas, that was the sentiment, yo. So, and I felt like it was to protect what the fuck was going on with Luka when he was really acting an ass around that time. So that's what I don't like. I don't like when a motherfucker got to look. Same reason when fucking Shaq left the Lakers, and I didn't like that shit. It's like, oh man, like Shaq is fat, Shaq is this, Shaq is that. It's like, bro, the motherfucker was here winning championships.
When Luka Doncic was asked about teammate Porzingis, I don't know what's going to happen meeting him in free agency. He's a great player, and I think we have to use him more. That's it. While you keep talking, I'm gonna look for the articles that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Luka Doncic shuts down beef rumors with Kristaps.
Yeah.
Calls out Chandler Parsons.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like the beef rumors are there for a reason. I don't give a shit what he came out and he tried to come out and step on them. Like, but bro, that shit came from somewhere.
So him not getting along with Luka is the reason why you pick him.
Him not getting along with Luka, and then when he got pushed out, it was like, yo, it was all his fault.
I don't know.
I didn't like that.
Facts. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay.
And I'm looking for it right now.
Hmm?
And I'm looking for it right now too. So this is not.
Bro.
I'm looking for what you're talking about.
Okay, but you just said that he had to shut down the beef rumors. That means that there were beef rumors, right?
Yeah, on court. Is there anything going on between you guys? We've seen you guys maybe argue or whatever. I want the ball here, I want the ball there, or something to that effect. Right?
Okay.
What you said is
did KP
and you're blaming Luka for this. Post being
that was a team
on Dallas. Whoever it was. What the fuck does that have to do with him?
Yeah.
What's that? I don't know what it has to do with him. And I'm looking for what you're talking about. I'm looking.
If there's rumors, bro, and he's having to address them, that means that people are talking about there being some problems, right?
With him being a current teammate, correct.
Right.
But after him being traded, and then Porzingis being the problem or him being
Mhm.
a cancer. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So when I find it, I'll let you know.
All right, bro. They was talking about this shit all over TV. What are you talking about? It was all over TV.
You find it for me.
He didn't get along. You know what I'm saying? All that, right? Like, bro.
Them two not getting along, that was the story while they were teammates. So we already
Yeah.
knew that. What you said, listen to what you're saying. And
I
then
know
when
what I said.
And when I ask you about it, you just make sure that you repeat the same shit or the same
Bruh,
sentiment as we described.
after he got traded.
Describe what the media said. You said that they were describing him as locker room cancer, or someone who's breaking up the locker rooms, and someone who's not good to have in the locker room, bad teammate.
Absolutely.
XYZ. Now, I'm telling you, find it.
Okay.
And then show that to me.
Okay.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes. It was all over ESPN.
Okay.
I believe Stephen A. Smith was talking about the bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
I didn't say it didn't fucking happen. I just said show it.
All right.
What you want me to do?
Come on.
You want me to tell you that I saw some shit that I didn't see?
No, because this is my point, right?
Do you want me to tell you that I saw some shit I didn't see?
No.
So when I tell you I ain't see it, what's wrong with that?
All right. So if I were to tell you, hey, look, like when Shaq left the Lakers, right? It was a whole bunch of motherfuckers calling him fat and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that like all through the newspaper and all that?
Fuck yes.
Huh?
Fuck yes.
Why? Social media was happening, right? But if that shit would have happened today, it wouldn't have been in the newspaper. It would have been it would have been online and videos and all that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't looking in the newspaper right now.
Yeah, nigga.
I ain't looking in the newspaper.
You ain't looking in the newspaper.
I'm looking online.
Yeah, so I'm saying, but it's videos, bro. It was all, bro. I was watching.
So no, they wouldn't be writing about it,
huh?
They wouldn't write about it. The reporters you telling me you telling me
all right,
that right now, all them reporters in the newsroom, they all on TVP. They all on television, my dog.
Okay, so
it's like 40 of them in there, my boy.
Here we go.
TV? How many of them on TV?
All right, bro. You got it. You got this one. You got it.
How many of them on TV?
That's wild, bro. So
what's wild?
So all I'm saying is this: if you were to just look up, bro, there's hella stuff that's been like stories and like all kind of storylines and shit that just don't get articles written about them, bro. That get discussed on ESPN on a daily, on fucking Fox Sports.
I'm looking in a place that would have that information, the same shit that you talking about. Where I'm looking, it would be there. Look. This is one. Now, there it is. There's one video right here. Fuck.
There's one, bro?
That's what I just said. I just found it.
All right.
I'm doing, man, you're a loser. I'm doing the shit that I asked you to do to prove something to me. Then I go and find it. And
I'm not about to do this shit on stream. What the fuck? Huh?
Why
not? Are we going to go through the video?
I could. I'm doing it on stream right now. I'm looking at the shit right now.
Bro. Are we moving on from Porzingis or
ain't nothing to talk about?
All right, bro. Cool. Well, let's do this.
Let's do it.
Cool, bro.
How dare I find
while we're doing that? No, hold on.
Video that fucking proves you right.
How about this?
No. How dare I find a video that proves your fucking point?
How about this?
No. Fucking dick.
No.
Go ahead.
How about this?
I'm listening to this bullshit.
While we do this, how about we pull up the video with fucking Chris Stapps talking about it, right? You
didn't even watch the shit.
I did.
Lying ass.
What you mean? Right? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, what?
You
didn't even watch the shit.
Right?
This dude's ridiculous. Dude, just completely.
When this dude every time he touched the ball.
This is y'all homie, bro.
Booing this dude.
Ooh. The Mavericks fans? You talking about the Mavericks fans?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going back and forth with what the Mavericks fans do, bro. I'm not talking to you about what fans do and how
Right.
fans behave.
Mm-hmm.
Why would me and you be talking about how fans behave? Why? Why would we do that?
Because I was watching this motherfucker body language.
All right, bro. All right, bro. You saying anything, bro.
Hey.
You know it. You know you saying anything, and I know you saying anything. They may not know. They may not know. They may think you being serious, but guess what? Guess what, nigga? I don't. I know you full of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's right.
We're gonna see.
What we gonna see? I ain't about to see nothing that I ain't already know. I told you about the video's existence.
No.
Yeah. Hey, no. It's yeah. I'm saying no. When it's really yeah. Hey, man. Y'all let him talk. Y'all let him talk crazy. I ain't gonna let him do it, chat. I ain't gonna let him do it. He not gonna talk crazy in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he not. He not gonna talk crazy, dog.
One million subscribers on our YouTube channel. Can't believe we're even close to this. Can't thank you guys enough. If you haven't already, please go hit that subscribe button. Lots of fun NBA content coming your way. I want to actually ask you about this because I want to give you a fair shake, which I feel like I don't know if you got it in Dallas, but it's I think it's pertinent to point out the fact that you came off an ACL injury.
Why is JJ Redick saying that he's not sure if Porzingis got a fair shake in Dallas?
He went there.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play particularly well as soon as he got there.
Mm-hmm.
He then got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And then before he was able to finish out his full tenure, he got traded.
Okay.
He's going back and forth about what he wants and what he feels like he should receive and what have you.
Mm-hmm.
It's not being received well by the Mavericks, and then he gets traded.
Okay.
The fans also don't like it, so he gets booed and so on and so forth. And he seems to be a sensitive guy, so JJ is commenting on that.
Cool. Sat out a season, played your first year in Dallas, and then had a meniscus tear in the playoffs in the bubble. Mm-hmm. Missed the first 9 games of the season. They managed your workload that year. I know I was there towards the end of the year where you weren't playing back-to-backs at times. Beyond just the health, like why do you think that it didn't work in Dallas? I mean, it seems like you're in a place of self-reflection where you are now in your career.
Definitely. It's a mix of many things. But I think it's a big mix of things, it's a big mix of things. Maturity.
There's going to be some tension there.
Like again, I'm talking about what I could have done better.
Could have done better.
No, absolutely. I'm pretty sure that
majority on my part for sure.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't that much into.
Why wasn't any of that a part of what you were talking about?
What, that he could have done better in Dallas too?
Yeah. Why you ain't say none of that?
I think that in life, you can always look back on any situation and always feel like you could have done fucking better. So there's always things that he could have done better.
But specifically to say that he could have been more mature, with the topic being Luka's maturity,
mm-hmm.
I think that would have been something that would have been prime for you to bring up just to show solidarity going forward. This is just a tip. Going forward. Like, at the very least, be willing to mention the fact that the dude says, like, hey, on my part, like, I wasn't the most mature about the situation.
Yeah. And I can agree with that, but
Okay.
but are we gonna look at the guy that was more mature than the guy that was less mature and then say, look, bro,
I mean, we don't
Like-
really know who was more mature and who was less mature.
okay.
One of them's been a pro since they were 13.
Yeah, and I also have watched one of them not be able to control their emotions like a child on the basketball court.
Much
on
like Bron.
several.
Much like Bron.
Okay. All right, bro.
I'm saying something wrong.
Yeah.
I'm saying something that's incorrect.
All right, bro. It's cool.
Yes or no, dog? Am I saying
Bro.
something that's incorrect?
If you feel that way. I don't know. I don't know how you feel. You can
What you talking?
no. Because you can feel
What you talking about? What I feel?
because you
I
can
don't
feel
shit.
because you can feel
I don't
that
feel nothing.
no, hold on. You can think whatever.
I don't think anything. I was watching.
Okay.
I was
so,
here. I
So
was
you
alive.
know,
I
so
was
you
watching.
know for a fact that Luka and LeBron were on the same level of maturity. That's what you just said? I need you to be under like that's I don't know if that's what you was meaning to say.
Tell me what I said. Tell me what I said. I didn't say it very long ago, so it shouldn't be difficult.
Okay, never
What?
mind, bro.
I thought so.
Never mind.
I
bro.
didn't think so. I knew you weren't going to do it.
Yeah. What did he say, y'all?
I knew you weren't going to do it.
What did he say?
I knew you weren't going to do it.
What did he say?
I knew you weren't going to do it. It was a simple
No.
ask.
Nah, bro.
It wasn't?
Bro. All
That's
right.
not an easy ask. What did I say?
Catch it on the replay.
You said, no, I got you.
Mhm.
You said one of them can't control his emotions and be bitching to the refs. And I said,
I didn't just mean the refs.
fuck what you meant. What you say?
Mhm.
What you say?
I said one of them can't control the emotions on the basketball court. That's all I said. I didn't say anything about refs.
In what ways is that manifesting itself? Who is he
Um,
not controlling his emotions with? Is it
um,
players? Is
players.
it coaches?
Players, coaches, teammates, referees, everybody? What are you talking about? Who have you not? All right, bro.
I've never seen Luka go off on a teammate.
Really?
Unless it, except for one time
Really,
at
bro?
the end of a game. Except for one time at the end of a game.
All right, cool.
I've seen Luka go off on a teammate one time at
We-
the end of a game.
We're just seeing two different things.
Let's get this.
Analytics and numbers. Like if somebody, I think, at that stage of my career presented it to me the right way and said, you know, this is what we need to do. This is what we need from you. You're going to be way more effective doing that. Like kind of explain it to me better. I think that would have made a difference a little bit. Because, you know, there's even now still with some players like, I don't want to see those numbers. Like this is not, you know, this is not the computer game or something. So
That's the way to go about it.
You know? So again, it's I can go like I don't know how deep I want to go into it and remember everything, but I could have done some things better, and it didn't come out the way like all of us envisioned, maybe, but definitely learned a lot from that.
Do you feel like there was a little bit of a young bull with you, specifically with like the Luka dynamic? Is that fair?
Young bull.
Young bull,
What
like
does that
like a pissing contest.
Early on for sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose that one.
Early on for sure. But I think we both tried to make it work, you know. It's just I think communication, like maturity, communication on both of our parts should have been better. And yeah, yeah.
I was only there 2 months, and I only had my personal observations.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about on the flight here today. I was thinking about we were playing a game in Memphis, and Rick called a timeout, and Luka sat down. We had the 5 seats on the floor, and Luka sat down on one of the seats, and was he doing the Luka thing, you know, that he does, where he's mumbling a bunch of words, and it's clearly out of anger. We don't really know what he's saying, but he's, you know, saying things, and Rick takes him out of the game, and Luka reacts or whatever, and he's now like 10 feet away, and Rick was like, "Would you guys stop being babies?" And you go, "Why don't you tell Luka to stop being a baby?" And Rick goes, "Hey, Luka, stop being a baby." And I was like, okay, all right.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
it. There's
Yeah.
something there. There's something there.
Yeah.
I think what's interesting about your dynamic, whatever it was with Luka, again, I don't have much insight into it, but whatever it was, I just think it's so common in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I watched it, I lived it on multiple teams, specifically like with young players. I had a vet tell me the other day, talking about why he picked a certain team in free agency to take less money and go try to win. And he's like, oh, it's because the two stars fucked with each other. They actually liked each other. But these guys were older. They're late in their careers. Winning is the only thing that really they haven't done yet. And I just think it's like a natural thing. How did not only just like Luka, but like being a rookie, second-year guy playing with Melo, how did all that prepare you for coming into this situation with Jason and Jalen? And you know, you obviously didn't know Drew was going to get traded when you got traded here, but to an extent, Drew as well.
Good question. It's I think it has to be it has to be clear, like what the roles are, like who, because you don't want to.
Okay, so is there anything in that jumps out at you about what he said in regards to Luka?
Yeah, just that clearly, if you listen to what him and JJ Redick was talking about, there clearly seems to have been some kind of issue there between those two, just like I said earlier. And with his comment, even about with JJ Redick pointing to like, yo, he even saw Luka acting a certain way, and then you know the coach is making a comment about people acting like babies. Like, you know, there seemed to be something going on there. And when that dude left, he was pretty much the one that got blamed for the situation. Luka's the star. You're not gonna blame him. The Dallas media is not gonna blame him. You know what I'm saying? So when he left there, the onus was upon KP to change the narrative. And I feel that he is doing that shit now. And it's just a thing where they probably should have fucking kept them together and fucking see if they could have worked a little bit longer together. But hey, it couldn't happen.
Sounds right to me.
You know?
Sounds right to me.
So I think that they clearly had something going on, you know, and
sure, I think that's obvious.
Yeah. Well, that's all that I was trying to say earlier. And that, hey, like when he left, it's like, all right, if he gonna be catching the brunt of the, because who else are you gonna blame? The Dallas media is never gonna let Luka come out on the other side of that situation.
What is the
taking the brunt?
What does the blame portion of it have to do with anything? What does the blame portion of it have to do with anything? Why is that an important portion of it?
A lot for me.
Yes. Why is that an important?
Because of that same thing, right? Or that I was speaking to with the whole Shaq narrative, right? I feel like we can't rewrite history, you know? Like, just like I had a problem when Shaq was helping win all those championships, and then all of a sudden when he was gone, he was fat and we ain't ever need him, and he was weak and all this other shit. And all these things that the fan base and these outlets was trying to push when it was not the truth. If we wouldn't have had him,
why does that get taken out on the player? Why does that get taken out on the player?
The player in terms of what?
Being Kobe in that situation that you're describing, or Luka in the situation that we're currently in.
Well,
why would that vitriol then manifest itself back on the player?
I don't think people. No, I didn't blame Kobe for Shaq.
I'm not talking about blame.
Yeah, no. The Kobe and Shaq situation was a little bit different. The reason why I feel that
Kobe came out and directly talked shit about Shaq. So you would have more of a reason to then like be negative about towards Kobe, right? Because he actually went out and did that. In this situation, Luka is like, yo, it's not that like we didn't disagree on everything, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not that he's a great player, so on and so forth. And then now that KP is gone, it's like, ha ha, Luka. You know what I mean? And that I say, why?
Now that KP's going, is haha Luka.
Well, now that KP's gone and he's playing well with the Celtics. It's haha Luka, and the question is why?
Well, if you wanted him gone and y'all couldn't play together, you know
Well,
what I'm
who
saying?
said Luka wanted him gone?
I don't look.
Was it Luka? Was it Rick Carlisle? Was it just them seeing that this is not working? He still got value. Let's see what we can get for him and move on. We got Luka here now. We want to win now. Who said Luka wanted him gone? Or did you see reports of that as well?
No, I
Because I'll look.
Nah, that's speculation.
I'll find it. If you say you saw it, I will look for it and find it.
If Luka wanted him there, would KP still be there? Knowing what we know now about Luka and that whole situation, because we have the Grant Williams thing now, which
yeah, but then was it now though? Now is different than then.
No, now he has much more.
Way
you have much more reason to
listen
to whatever he wants
for the most part. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But what this was 4 years ago.
Yeah, 3 to 4 years ago. Yeah.
3 to 4 years ago. So yeah.
I mean, he was already averaging like 26 and almost averaging a triple double as a rookie. So
yeah, but hey, no. The only reason why it's haha Luka is because they're playing him. That's the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason. It's haha Luka because if he beats you, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like that's they're still the same fucking team, bro.
Let me ask you a question. Why anytime
would you not have smoke for the motherfucker? Honestly. Let's just say that we're going on my premise and I'm right.
I don't know, because I feel like if Dallas wins, I wouldn't be saying haha KP. You know what I mean? Because I don't see it.
Luka could.
He can say whatever he wants.
Yeah.
KP can say whatever he wants.
That's what I mean.
From them, they can do whatever they want because they know.
That's only who I'm arguing.
They know that know the intricacies of their own relationship. I'm gonna ask you a question. Why anytime I bring up LeBron, you don't want to talk about it?
What do you mean every time, bro?
Anytime I bring up
because
Brian,
we're in the middle, bro. We're in the middle of a stream about the NBA Finals, right? You know what I'm saying? And we literally sitting there, and you brought up LeBron.
You ain't gotta go. You
brought up LeBron in reference to him being a fucking baby, and you acting like I'm about to be like, you know what I'm saying? Come on,
you acting like I'm wrong.
Come on, bro. You're not. I mean, no, you are. You are.
That's so.
You are.
That's so
crazy, bro.
That's so crazy.
Like it's wild, bro. It's just like all these narratives, bro. That just like things,
bro.
Look, we were just talking about the coach killer shit, right? And how Bron is thought of as his coach killer when him and Kobe didn't had the same amount of fucking coaches.
Their situations have been vastly different. Kobe's.
Go ahead, bro.
Stop defending the nigga and just listen.
Did I say anything? I didn't say a word.
Your body language says more than what your words. Well, you said more in body language in less time than your words could have.
You've been speaking in body language this whole stream.
I don't mind admitting that I'm saying shit with my body language though. You're doing shit with your body language. You're doing shit with your body language and acting like you're not doing anything.
I just wanted to hear. It wasn't meant to stop what you were saying.
I don't give a fuck what it was
meant
for.
So go ahead.
They have vastly different situations. Mm-hmm. I don't think LeBron is a quote unquote coach killer. I think LeBron gets rid of coaches that he feels aren't good.
Mm-hmm.
I think LeBron will go to ownership or whoever, go to Rich, and then they'll go to ownership and be like, yo, this ain't the nigga. Why? X, Y, Z, such and such and such. We in here, we running these plays. This play didn't work. 2 plays go, so on and so forth, right? So I'm sure his basketball mind is fine with that. I'm not saying that LeBron is a coach killer.
Okay.
I don't like you placing me in this box of all these other people that watch basketball or talk about basketball because I watch more basketball than they do for the most part. And I played it longer. And I know what the fuck I'm seeing. Okay. I don't need nobody's opinion on TV to tell me what I'm watching in a basketball game or what's happening. I don't need it. Mm-hmm. It's completely unnecessary unless it's a Woj bomb, nigga, and you about to tell me about something that's a trade or some backdoor deal that we don't know about. I don't need you. I can just watch the game. I can figure out the defensive coverage as soon as the game turns on.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is not an issue. If you want to act like if you really want to sit here and act like LeBron don't throw a tantrum every now and again on that basketball court, bro, that LeBron don't show more histrionics on that basketball court to the referees where calls are made and not made and what have you, fine, my nigga. Fine. Do that shit. Do it, my nigga. But that's on you, bro. That's on you. I'm not going to act like I don't watch it. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't be the same amount as emotionally invested. Okay. I'm not even going to act like I wouldn't. I'm not going to act like I wouldn't be going off. Mm-hmm. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not above it. I'm not above it. But you acting like this nigga's above it. And he not.
Okay.
He be doing the shit.
Okay.
And I don't understand why whenever we bring him up, it don't matter what we talking about. It don't matter if we talking about some playoff shit. You can act like that's what it is. Where we talking about some playoff shit and this and that or whatever. Nigga, you get mums the word.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
Cool.
So you're doing it right now.
I'm waiting on you to finish fucking talking, my nigga.
I'm done.
Okay, here's the thing, bro. Right? We'll be having these conversations, y'all, and then it'll go in these kind of waves where like he'll say, "Oh, Bron be crying," and I'll be like, "All right, cool." Does he show emotion? Does he fish for calls? Does he sell calls? Does he complain to the referees? Does he make faces? Does he do? Yes, right. The motherfucker been in the league, all this time, right? With going on 21 years. You know what I'm saying? This shit has not been like he's never consistently act like this. Has been a thing where he did more of this the later into his years he got after he started being refereed a certain way, and it ain't never been no thing where he been like fucking having like all these histrionics on the court in terms of towards his teammates that I've had a problem with. When it's towards your teammates, that's when I got an issue with you doing all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And the only times that it started to get with his teammates was in times where the shit was understandable. The fucking J.R. Smith shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a time, like, okay, it's cool. If that would have been Luka or anybody else that would have been acting like that in that fucking position, I wouldn't have gave them no kind of problems for acting like that. But at the same time, to sit here and act like these minuscule fucking things, bro, will sit here and be like, oh my God, like this shit just define. No, I don't feel that it does. And the only time that this shit comes up is when we are comparing, like, oh, you see, well, it's like, yo, if it's like a, it's usually in some kind of manner to denigrate Bron, to lift up fucking somebody else, right?
No. What it's really meant to do, I'm sorry, I got to interrupt you. What it's meant to do is to show humanity.
You act like like I ever said that the motherfucker ain't human.
Well, I'll finish. It's
bro,
to show humanity.
Humanity.
You act like what somebody's doing is so beyond the scope.
No, I am the same person.
And I'm just
what happened after 2011?
I'm just adjusting the lens for you.
Time out. So what happened after 2011?
You can see the skin get dark.
What happened after 2011 when they lost to fucking Dallas? What did I come out and say?
What, that Bron played like shit?
Bron played like shit. And I said, nigga, if you don't
13 years ago.
No, but all right, so now you just said that I don't know the motherfucker human. I said, bro, if he doesn't change the fucking narrative.
We're not talking about humanizing LeBron, dude.
You the one just told me that.
Okay. If I'm saying we're not humanizing LeBron, then who are we humanizing?
Bro, you just said it's to show that he's human.
Right. Luka.
Huh?
Luka.
Okay, bro. Bro, Luka came in the fucking league year one acting like a baby. LeBron did not do that.
No, he was flopping.
Flopping
at that time.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Am I lying? Did I make that shit
I
up?
don't call it flopping, but fine.
Fuck you.
See what I mean, motherfucker, bro?
You don't call what? You don't call
Year
what?
year one, bro.
Do I have to pull this shit up?
Go
Or do you want
ahead.
to do this on a different day?
Hey, no, you know what? I would
I'd
rather
rather
you
get it out now, right?
No. I would rather you gather up all the rookie footage from him flopping. Facts.
I'm just gonna pull up the early Cleveland footage.
No, you just said rookie. I said Luka came in the fucking league year one acting like a baby. You pretty much trying to say that Bron is the same person.
I'll see if
I said that they're not. You know what I'm saying?
This is getting personal. I'm never saying that they're the same person.
You
I'm saying that they do similar things. That's all I'm saying. They're not the same person.
okay?
But they do similar things. I think you kill Luka for doing similar things to things that Bron does.
Okay,
That's all.
cool.
That's really it. Like you said last time when I made this statement, like, oh, you're saying that they're at the same level of maturity, which is a gross oversimplification, and you fucking know that. You know that that's an oversimplification because that's what you said. That's what you said, and I want you to stand on it. That's an oversimplification,
bro. Okay,
you know that. It's a huge reach. It's a huge reach.
I think it was a huge reach saying that fucking Porzingis going to Boston is fucking KD going to the Warriors.
Then just say it. Then you can.
I did say it.
Congratulations. Okay.
Oh,
that's
right,
you
bro.
made the point. That's how you feel, nigga. That's how you feel.
Yo, that's
Cool.
wild, bro. All right.
What did I say to you when you said that? Nothing.
Huh?
What did I say to you when you said that?
You didn't say nothing?
What did I say? Tell me what I said.
Never mind, bro.
Tell me what I said.
Never mind, bro. No. It's all.
I
this
made
is
a
on tape.
I made a logical. I know what I said. I made a logical argument. I said, okay, that's fine. You feel that way, that's fine. I made a logical argument about why on the basketball floor it's the same. It's not, or it's similar. It's not the same impact wise around the league from like a visual
On
media
on the
standpoint.
parity.
It's closer than you're giving it. None of these things are exactly the same. None of these things are apples to apples, but it's very, very comparable, in my opinion. And you don't have to agree. And that's okay. And that's fine. That's fine. Because that's something that's truly just opinion based. Some of these things that we've been arguing are not opinion based.
And I feel that they are, because you're trying to tell me that
What?
the
LeBron cries to the refs a lot. That's what I'm saying.
All right, so
That's all I'm saying.
if I
Am I wrong for saying that?
no, because you can think that, right? But
No. Stop saying that. I'm not thinking that.
it is a thought.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Okay, your observation.
There
You go.
There we go.
Fine. You can
That is
observe.
good. That is
It's
good.
a fucking thought, man. This motherfucker.
Observation is
bro.
good. I will
And
accept that. I'll accept observation. I
Obser-
will
well,
not
fine.
accept that it's
All right.
just what I'm thinking. I'm not gonna accept that.
When you observe shit,
I ain't thinking about a goddamn thing.
huh?
I ain't thinking
Fine,
about shit.
fine, whatever. You can observe whatever you feel like you observe.
What are you observing?
Right?
You don't observe that?
Crying to the refs.
Use whatever fucking adjective you want.
Do I feel that he uses his star power to gain favor with the fucking referees on fucking certain shit? Absolutely, bro.
I don't
think
even know what the fuck that means.
he uses his stance in the league as a fucking superstar.
In what way? And how is he articulating that? How is he articulating that? In an emotionally controlled way, or in a more free-flowing emotional fashion?
Bro, it's tougher for me because I've seen a lot of both, but I have also seen him get emotional a lot.
We're never gonna say that
You know
he doesn't have any normal conversations with the refs.
No, he gets bro.
He definitely does.
I do not think. No, I think that he gets emotional.
Shows quite a bit of histrionics.
Is it more than all the other superstars?
Fuck yes.
So
It is,
so-
bro. Maybe not Luka.
huh?
Luka may be the only person that can do a bit more.
Yeah.
But yo, I've seen this nigga LeBron flail and stomp and bang on the ground and all kind of shit, bro.
I've seen it. What the fuck?
This is This is
I've seen him jump up and down and stomp. I've seen all that shit.
This is high level crybaby.
I've
shit.
also seen Paul George do a whole bunch of that shit. I've seen James Harden do a fuck ton of that shit. I've seen Chris Paul do a fuck ton of that shit.
Chris Paul's on the list.
I've
Chris Paul's
seen
on the list.
I've seen a bunch of these motherfuckers, bro, do a whole bunch of that shit.
And there's levels.
And cool.
And there's levels.
And cool. Let me articulate also why I feel that he fucking does that. I also feel that Shaq did a lot of that shit in a certain way. Shaq did a lot of fucking open arm flailing and all that shit.
No.
Shaq did a whole lot of
No.
Hold up.
That's not emotional. That's not lack of emotional control.
Time out. Let me finish. But
okay, I'll leave.
Shaq did that.
Okay.
And if you ask him, he was like, yo, if I didn't do that, they were never gonna fucking call any fouls for me. Shaq is the biggest motherfucker on the court.
Okay.
Refs typically look at him being the one that is inciting the violence. You know what I'm saying? Inciting the contact, right? Bron has been reffed the exact same way because he is looked at as the biggest, strongest motherfucker. And typically speaking, he don't like for as many calls as people swear to this motherfucker get. For as many calls. And it's crazy because I knew this was gonna happen. As soon as he came to the Lakers, now it's motherfuckers like, oh my God, like he don't even, they was dicking him on the calls and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, now motherfuckers see that shit. It is because he is bigger and stronger. So if he don't react, motherfucker ain't gonna get no foul call. It's just the way it is, bro. Could you imagine if Bron played through everything?
He'd be like Kobe.
Yeah. All right. He'd never fucking shoot. See, and that's what's so crazy because it'll be like, all right, look, he got to drive at the end of the games. If his fucking jumper ain't like fucking falling, he got to drive. But then if he be driving and a motherfucker don't get a foul call, if they ain't been calling that foul the whole game, would you put it in their hands?
Well, if he hasn't been making that foul call the whole game, then you have to accept that. If he hasn't been making that foul call the whole game, then that is acceptable because it's consistent.
Yeah, but that's always the case, bro. What if that's always the case? What if you just playing through everything?
I mean, I watch as much basketball as you, right? So it's
not
always the case.
No. I'm saying, what if that was, let's just Thanos fucking snap and say, all right, Bron's going to play through everything for his entire career.
I mean, you might as well. You're not going to get, the call's not going to get changed.
But they make calls because of his histrionics sometimes. So if you get hit, are you better off selling the embellishment like everybody else fucking does? It's like taking a charge. You never really have to hit it, bro. How many times do a motherfucker actually have to hit the ground when they're taking a charge?
Man, LeBron's career has been so long. So there have been so many different versions of LeBron. I'm a huge LeBron fan, but he has done some shit within the game that I am no fan of. His level of bitching to the ref, I am no fan of. The flopping shit earlier in his career.
This nigga Michael Jordan got a fucking ref to change a call. And this motherfucker, come on, bro.
That was ass too.
No, it absolutely was.
I believe you.
No. It was worse.
This
nigga looked up in his eyes.
That nigga said, I didn't see that, Michael. But I believe
that
you.
That shit was ridiculous.
Because it's you. Foul on the other nigga.
Bro, that shit's never happened to Bron, bro.
I'm not
that
saying
shit's never happened.
I'm not saying that it has. All I'm saying is
it could never happen.
It can't. It's too many cameras, too much shit going on.
Yeah, bro.
It can't happen right now. The flopping. That was fucking real.
All right.
That shit was real. That big ass nigga was falling all fucking over the place. Niggas will swing by this nigga, swipe at the ball. He will act like he got hit in his fucking face, drop the ball and go down and hold his head. You've seen it just like I have.
And then the nigga got up and smiled.
That shit is disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And it is inexcusable.
I feel it. Hey, I've seen, bruh, this is
It's
also something else.
inexcusable.
This also something else. With a motherfucker playing for this long, how many times could this have actually happened?
I just made that point.
No.
I just made that point.
No.
I gave him
This is what I'm saying.
I alley-ooped him a nice fucking excuse before I brought this shit up. I just said it's a 20-year career, it's a long ass career. There've been so many different versions.
Because
of
I don't
Bron.
think. Because look, my point is,
Flop Bron lasted
I don't
for
think-
6 years.
cool. In those 6 years, I still don't think I've ever seen him flop as much as I've seen James Harden flop. That's a fact, bro. So like all this shit.
I don't know. I would probably disagree because LeBron's actually in defensive position to flop. You know what I mean? James be flopping. James flops in his own way.
James flop on fucking offense, bro.
Or
J-
the-
more-
Bron
way
flops
more.
on- A lot of Bron flops on offense too.
But-
Fine. Even if you want to say that he flops more than him, why would you even put them in the same? Why are you even putting them in the same category? Right? If I'm that much, me being that much better than some nigga, I don't give a fuck what that nigga is doing. Me
No, I
and
know.
him,
I understand
what
that.
this nigga does more than me. How many more times he travels than me? How many more times he
Bro,
steps out of
all right.
bounds than me? None of that old bullshit.
This is coming from a nigga that at one point was saying Harden was low key better than Bron.
Nigga, I've never said that.
Nigga,
I've never said that.
you did say that you rather have him. You did.
I've never said that.
You did, bro.
I've never said that.
Word.
I've never said that.
Word, bro.
I've never said that.
Bro. Word.
This nigga's a fucking liar. I've never said that.
This nigga got like a
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, bro.
What the fuck are you talking about? Who are you? Who the fuck do you think I am?
All right, bro.
No, seriously.
This nigga was
You
over
think
here
I'm a
telling
different-
me-
You think
This
I'm
nigga-
somebody, bro.
Okay. Okay.
You think that I'm someone else that
No.
you were having a conversation about James Harden and Bron?
I wasn't talking to nobody else.
Yeah,
about-
you
about
was.
this shit. Nah,
Yes,
nigga.
you was.
Nah, nigga.
Yes, you was.
Nah, this is
You-
right in the middle of this nigga putting up all them motherfucking
I've
30,
never-
40,
I've
50
never
point
said
games
that
and
I would
shit.
rather
This
have
nigga was all
James
like,
Harden
oh,
than
nah,
Bron."
bro. Nah, bro. He's just so much more of a consistent scorer, bro. His bag, my nigga. Bron has no bag, bro.
He does.
You know what I'm saying?
true.
Like
Don't mix
James-
in, don't
James
mix in
be getting
truths with
niggas in-
lies.
nah,
Right,
fucking
right,
James
right.
be getting niggas involved and he be passing the ball, bro. All that.
You're right. That's what I said. He's right, y'all.
You didn't say that it didn't fucking depend on the team.
I don't know.
All right,
Cake ass nigga.
I do.
That's the type
I
of
do.
cake ass shit you like to do.
I
don't
do.
know. I don't know. Play me one-on-one.
All right.
How about that?
Hey, I just know this.
Play me
That-
one-on-one. I
Hey.
want to play. I want to play ones with
This
him
motherfucker is so
bad
bad.
right now. I want to play him so bad right now.
Hey.
Hey, y'all, bully him into playing me one-on-one.
Hey.
Bully him into playing me in ones. He's bigger
Yep.
than me too. He's
Hey.
got the Bron advantage.
Nah, it's all good.
Bully
All
him.
right.
Bully him, chat. Every time you see him, bully him. You gonna play Stino in ones?
Hey,
When you gonna play Steen? Bully him.
tell him.
Yep.
Tell
And
him.
just like y'all bully him, I'ma bully his ass too.
Yep.
Cause this nigga's talking crazy. You're talking crazy. You're talking crazy.
All right.
You're saying anything.
All right. So you didn't say that when we was in the middle of Harden fucking mania, bro.
Never in life, in human history,
All right.
that was never even a part of the conversation. The conversation that was happening at that time is James Harden a better scorer than Kobe?
Hmm?
That was the conversation that was happening at the time.
Which I thought
This
was
shit-
fucking ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. And this shit didn't have nothing to do with Bron. Nothing to do with him. Nothing. And I would never want to have James Harden over Bron. Never in life would I ever say anything like that. That is like the worst basketball take ever. And I never made that terrible take. I never made that take.
That's wild, bro. All right.
I never made that take.
I feel it.
If I did, I would say I said it. Because who the fuck cares? Who
I feel it.
cares? What you gonna do?
I feel it.
What you gonna do?
Huh?
They ain't gonna help you. They ain't gonna help you beat me in ones.
What they got to do with the conversation?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing at all.
Exactly.
It really don't.
Right? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yeah. Well, I'm in
Yeah.
that vibe.
It's cool. Hey, you know what you should do?
Tell me what I
Right?
should do.
Because you keep saying, you know what I'm saying, that, hey, that I keep acting like you somebody else and I'm disrespecting your basketball fucking knowledge, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need to go talk to motherfucking Dallas and go get them niggas to get in line. Cause you picked them. You thought they was gonna beat fucking Boston. You know what I'm saying?
What
We need to get
what was my pick?
hey,
How did I frame my pick?
that Dallas was gonna win. Did you pick Dallas?
What else did I say?
Did you pick Dallas?
What else did I say? I
Huh?
did pick Dallas.
Whether or not KP was playing, right? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
I'm fine. I'm fine with sticking with my pick.
I feel it.
I win nothing if they win or lose.
And-
Nothing changes.
Nothing changes for me.
Yeah. So okay.
All right.
So why do I have to go and get Dallas and make Dallas do
Because-
whatever?
Because, bro, let them know.
What should I let them know?
Huh?
Tell me, bro.
Coach them up, bro.
Talk to me. What you saw the game?
Huh?
You saw the game, right?
Hey,
So tell me how Dallas should counteract what's happening.
I already told you.
I don't remember what you said. What'd you say?
Okay, here's what I think that Dallas got to do. Here's the only way that I think that these niggas gonna be able to win. Right? Wait, no, I already did. I talked about the Kyrie shit. You
I
got to
didn't say
get
you
fucking Luka off the goddamn ball, bro.
I didn't say you didn't say it. I just said I don't remember.
Yeah, no, it starts with getting Luka off the goddamn ball more,
Okay.
getting Kyrie more fucking involved. He needs to be more of a scorer and fucking facilitator. The thing about Luka is him scoring a whole bunch. Because he had 30. What ended up having like 70 something? They're like 73 or something, right?
89.
89, right? Oh wait, no, it was 73 in like
89.
that fucking third quarter, right? So yeah, with him being like just a volume scorer, that actually doesn't do them all that well. You know what I'm saying? He has to also be getting other people involved, or else they ain't got a fucking chance, yo. So they got to get fucking Kyrie going, and I think that having him run the point more will be a whole lot better for them fucking going forward. They got to get Luka off the ball at least for about 10 more minutes than they did.
What is Luka going to be doing off the ball? Where do you want to put Luka on the floor? And then what action is Kyrie going to be in?
I think that they should be running the pick and roll with them two niggas instead of this shit with fucking Luka and a big. If you're gonna run that shit, run it with Kyrie and like fucking Luka in.
Okay, well, where and how? Because they're just switching it. Where and how? Because they're just switching it. And what's the difference between getting Jaylen Brown on you and having Jason Tatum on you?
I think
What's the
that
difference?
I would rather look Jaylen Brown
Who are you hunting?
on Luka. I think is a bit tougher of a matchup. I didn't
Luka
like the
ain't
way
even
that
got the ball.
looked. Huh?
Luka ain't even got the ball. So Kyrie has the ball.
No.
Luka's on the opposite. Wait, no, hear me out. Kyrie has the ball. Luka's on the opposite wing. Luka's coming to set the screen. Luka's got Jaylen Brown on. Kyrie's got fucking Jason Tatum or Derek White on him or whatever, right? They immediately switch it as soon as that pick happens. And then what are we doing? Is this a screen just to get Jaylen Brown off of Luka? Or is this a screen with like some actual action? What is Luka doing? Is he popping? Is he rolling? Like what are we having as his primary action?
Luka gotta be rolling to the fucking basket, bro. He has to, and I think that they need to be running something away from the ball with Derek Lively. And how many minutes have him and Gafford been playing on the floor at the same time?
Not very many.
Right?
Not very many.
I also think that might be a thing too, because with them kind of being such a long team,
can you afford to have two non-shooters on the floor? Is the question. I'm just trying to get advice for stuff that I should take to Dallas when I go and explain them stuff. So
look, I think in this situation you can at least
I don't think so.
Look, if they don't,
I don't think you can do that.
Why don't you think that they can do that?
Because they're gonna hunt your two bigs.
Mm-hmm.
You give them two players to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And then you give two players that they really don't. They only have to pay attention to the role guy.
Who?
They don't have to pay attention to him to Lively in the dunker spot that much.
I have a question.
They're rolling into each other right now.
Have Porzingis and Horford been playing on the floor at the same time?
They did today,
right?
Mhm.
So you don't think that having those two in the game would be able to afford them to have Lively and putting Gafford in the game at the same time?
That's the only lineup that you could do it, but it really depends on where you are offensively. It really, really does. It really does depend on where you are offensively. I think without
I didn't like how many offensive rebounds that they was getting when the game first started, bro. Like
I agree, but that shit ended up evening out.
Hmm?
That portion of it ended up evening out. The rebounds ended up evening out before when it was all said and done. They got it down to an 8-point game. So from like a 25, 26 point game. So they had like a really solid swing in points.
Boston also did not have a lot of energy when that was going on either. So I don't know if that was just them being up a whole bunch, or I don't know, because as soon as they kind of turned it back on, the lead went right back up.
Well, yeah, I mean,
it's 21.
It's a game of runs, right? So you have to think Boston is going to make another run at some point, right? After making one in the first quarter. It's just like, can you sustain through it? And can you continue to put up points during that time? But it just so happened that Dallas's run was coming to a close, and then they could never pick that back up. After being down so much.
It was actually a great timeout from fucking Missoula. And then that was it. Like that shit, everything stopped, and then the lead went right back up to 21. So
why did that happen?
Because
changed.
Well, as I said, the only thing that changed was that their fucking energy level dropped when that fucking run.
They started blitzing the pick and roll on Luka.
Hmm?
They started blitzing Luka on the pick and roll. Because this is in the fourth quarter when this is happening. And this is when Derek White and Peyton Pritchard get the steal. Because they started blitzing, and they hadn't done that at all the whole game. Right? And that's what Brown was talking about. Now, if they would have been less effective guarding him, I think they would have brought that out earlier. Which at that point is when you bring the Kyrie Luka pick and roll out, because you need a release valve who you can get a ball to that can still make a play for himself or for other people. But once that happened, because he was rolling, they just blitzed him. That's what shut the lead off, or that's what shut the run off. It was the blitzing. And it just took too long to make an adjustment out of that. And then once they started to make one, they stopped.
Look, if Boston is going to be able to get away with single covering Dallas and switching everything and not having a double, the Mavs they're not going to be able to win this series.
There's no way. But the only way that they can stop them from doing that is they have to go faster. They have to get into their offense quicker, and they have to get into it going downhill. That's what the DHOs were for.
Yeah.
The DHOs were for to get him in motion, catching that ball, and going downhill.
It absolutely did. I just don't know if he's going to be able to sustain that for an entire game. Because I do think that if he's constantly kind of going downhill and getting that early burst instead of him kind of setting up and fucking watching shit fucking take place, I don't know. He already looked banged up, bro.
It's fucking 6 games of basketball.
I feel it. No, look, no. I'm not saying I'm okay with the motherfucker getting tired. I just don't see that being in his wheel box, bro. I just don't.
I see it.
I hope so.
I see it. Yeah.
I definitely do hope so. Because ain't no more pick and roll jail in this series, bro. At least not to the level that shit was last time. For sure.
Not as slow as it's happening right now. Yep. But you need to get on the court. And aside from that, I'm off it. Bully him. Bully him, y'all. Bully him into getting on the basketball court.
Can't be playing from behind. The recipe for disaster.
He been ducking smoke for way too long, y'all. He been talking crazy and ducking smoke for way too long.
Yeah. Y'all still on this wrench thing, huh? That shit was hilarious.
Hey, I don't even need nothing for the win. I just need Buddy to get on the court.
No, it's like a joke they talking about.
Respectfully, throw me all the wrenches you want. Pause. Just get Buddy on the court. When we was young, it didn't take him this long to get on the court. It didn't take him 5, 6 years to get on the basketball court. That's how long I've been on his head. What? It ain't been that long? Jill
Man,
was
y'all in here.
Jill was still working
I
with
don't
us.
even know what they're talking about.
Jill was still with us. Well, anyway, y'all, that's
Yep.
the end of it.
When's game 2?
Is it Sunday?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah. All right, for sure. Yeah, we definitely gonna be tapping back in.
Saturday. Saturday night we'll be back on. We'll review it. Hopefully he'll actually be on time and truthful about shit. Cause he was doing a whole lot of capping, bro. You really was.
Word.
I swear to God.
Okay.
I swear on everything.
This dude, man. Word.
I swear to God.
You really don't remember that conversation?
A conversation in which I said I would rather have James Harden on my team than LeBron James. Is that the conversation that you're talking about?
Yeah.
You did not have that conversation with me. You didn't. You really didn't.
You don't remember saying that it fucking depended on the team
No.
and what you were gonna have around the players.
No. Was I fucking with you?
I don't know. You the one that be doing that shit.
I definitely do.
Yo, I'm fucking done, bro.
I don't know if I did that,
bro.
I don't even know what this conversation was, but I don't remember saying that shit.
Bro.
And
I'm
that
done, bro.
shit sounds like bullshit.
I'm fucking done,
That
bro.
sounds like bullshit,
This nigga
bro.
really said this shit, bro.
I did not.
Yes, you did, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. Fuck him.
Right?
I ain't
But
say
yeah,
that shit.
Game 2 Saturday.
Hey man, game 2 Saturday. We'll be here Saturday night. As soon as the game is over, we're gonna hop on and we're gonna break it down. I'll bring some footage in from that one. I'll chop up some footage from the game so we can go over some specific plays and watch some stuff. I'll quiz this dude and see if he can tell me what kind of defensive set we running and see if he actually watched the game in full.
Oh, last point.
What up?
I don't think the Mavericks have a chance but to kind of run zone to at least for like long spurts.
Why do you feel that way?
Because here's what I was saying earlier about the two. You got Kyrie and Luka on the court. It might be kind of problematic.
No, bro, they're not attacking Kai.
Yeah, but Luka is like,
they ain't attacking him either.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. If those two were on the court, right? I just feel like you got a better chance going man.
My nigga, they ran zone in the first. They ran
I mean,
zone in the first quarter, and
was getting bled. It's getting fucking bled.
Cause it didn't make. All they do is shoot threes. That's what this team does. They shot 41 of them.
That shit's crazy.
They only made 14. It's not even like they was hitting like that. They hit them all in the first quarter.
Hey, what if the niggas came out there in a 3-2 zone?
That's what they ran.
No.
They did, bro.
I'm joking, bro. Look, they can't. I don't think that they can go man, bro.
Yes, they can. They started the game like that.
Kyrie can guard Derek White, who he was on when the game first started.
No, he was guarding Drew when it first started.
He was on Derek White.
He switched onto Derek White after a screen, bro. I'm telling you, I watched it. He climbed over the screen on Drew, bro.
When the game first started.
As soon as it started.
I didn't see the Drew action. I just fucking saw when he was
I
on
think
Derek
he was.
White.
I think he was on Drew first, and then they sent him through like 2 or 3 screens or whatever, and he ended up getting switched on Derek White. But whatever, it's fluid. He was playing good defense.
Who? For Kai?
Kai was on business.
No. My problem is not with Kai.
But he was too. He clamped up Jason Tatum on a play. Luka clamped up Jason. Like, bro, it's not one-on-one. It's not. That shit don't matter. That shit don't matter. Their rotations have to be good. Their team defense has to be good. They are not being beat one-on-one. They're just not. Niggas get beaten one-on-one for a play and here and there and whatever, but that is not what's happening on a consistent basis. They're not just getting beaten one-on-one plays on a consistent basis, like for the duration of the game, and that's what's really taking them out. That's what's fucking them up. It's not. Is Boston not having to take the ball out of the net and running that ball down their throat and shooting 40 fucking threes a game? 40 fucking threes a game.
Yeah, it's tough.
And they're getting open shots because they have the full floor spread.
Yeah. They didn't shoot necessarily well, which is I don't know, man. They still missed a lot of shots.
Mm-hmm. It was the first quarter.
I don't know.
First quarter. And the Mavs just missed a lot. They had plenty of makeable shots in that game. And they just missed. They was just missing. You know what I mean? But it's game one.
I feel like no.
Game one.
No. For sure. I don't know. I just didn't like what I saw on a couple of the matchups. Got to keep it a buck.
Yeah. I mean,
like I didn't like how much stronger that. No, I'll tell you what bothered me. It was how much physically stronger Boston looks than Dallas. That's what bothered me. Jaylen Brown looks stronger. Porzingis looks stronger. Al Horford looks stronger. Like at every position, they just look stronger.
I think they would have been
like physically stronger.
I think they would have been in a really decent spot this game had Gafford not got hurt.
Yeah,
I think
I don't know.
I think they could have I think they really could have changed that really changed the complexion of this.
What's up with Gafford too?
He's back. He came back in.
Okay.
He came back in later in the game, but he dislocated a finger. Dislocated a finger on a block. He don't shoot, no way.
Yeah, nah, but it's gonna be bothering him. But you better suck that shit up.
What, nigga? Tape them bitches together and block some shit, bitch ass. And you better get back out there.
I feel it.
So, that's what it is. Hey, y'all, like we said, we'll be here on Saturday as soon as the game is over. You know who we are. You know who I am. You know who he is. I'm Stino. This nigga's a capper.
And then this nigga said, "Oh, but I be capping too, though."
But I'm funny. Though.
So I don't even know when you gonna believe.
I'm funny.
When you gonna believe?
Believe what?
Huh? I don't know. When am I supposed to believe?
Most of the time.
Huh?
I'll be right. Don't you do this. Don't you do that for the people.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if
and you know when I'm full of shit too.
Bro, I go and repeat some shit that you tell me years ago, and then you tell me I ain't say that shit.
It's like the way
I ain't say that shit.
No. Okay, look. If I said that shit,
which you did,
I don't believe that. But if I really don't. I mean that. Just hear me.
Why don't I just make some shit like that up?
Because that's the type of shit you be doing.
Have I ever made up some shit like that you said ever in the past? If you got to make that face, the answer is no, nigga.
It's really not like, it really don't be some shit that I said. It don't. That's not the type of shit that you generally make up. I will fully admit that. It's not.
All right.
Oh, you act like you don't be making up.
No, I was just waiting for the second statement because it felt like it was some backhanded shit on the second half of that.
No, it's not backhanded, nigga. It's just truth-handed.
I felt there was some backhanded shit on the second half.
Yeah, no way. That's what I'm talking about.
Coming.
Yeah, coming.
Yeah, exactly.
It is coming.
All right. Yo,
bruh, you normally lie about some shit you said or some shit that you did. Like I did. What do you mean?
Bro, I don't hear that shit from you.
When you start doing that?
You cap this morning.
It don't mean, I'm not saying that I won't do it. I'm just telling you about what you be doing. That's
Yo,
all.
All right. I
You know what I'm
feel it.
saying? If you
I
be
feel it.
robbing banks and I be robbing banks and I be like, nigga, you be robbing banks. You can't be like, nigga, no, I don't. You be robbing. Well, we both do. I'm not saying that I don't. I'm just saying that you do. You's a bank robber, nigga.
Yo, whatever, bro.
We's the bank robber.
Nah.
We's-
Yo, whatever, man.
All right, y'all.
Game 2 Saturday.
Yeah, much like Qatar said, man, game 2 is inbound. Hashtag believe.
Facts, bro.
Yo, man. That's,
She's just gonna renege.
hey, how you just gonna renege? Hey, you gonna take this money? All right, y'all, man. Again, man. It's been your boy Stino. And that dude
Peace.
over there.
Hey, see how lively this shit got as soon as I stepped in here? You know what I'm saying?
Because nigga stepped in here lying. He walked in lying. Embellishing those shit that wasn't even that dope. He really walked in capping and was like, hey,
Nah.
cap, what up, y'all? What's cracking?
Nah, it's not what happened at all.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't my show. So I come in here lying like hell. I don't give a damn what I say. It ain't what? We ain't talking about movies in here. I'm saying
man.
what I you know. Nah, man.
Facts, bro.
I love the dude,
Hey,
man.
yeah,
But
man.
yo,
Facts.
hey, could you tell how pissed off he got me? I hope y'all don't think that was acting because I was like truly pissed off. Because dude is truly annoying as shit, man. He truly is, man. It's been the Sky and Stino show, man.
Cap or no cap? That's it.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Cap or no cap?
Peace,
That is
y'all.
the question.
Peace. Motherfucking dude.
Tis Nobla.